go touch grass.
We came in on you saying go touch grass. That's kind of perfect for I think. All right. We're live. And no one here is interested in Fable. That's the moral of that story.
Hello, hello.
I would play it, is the thing.
Yeah.
But
well,
I would be like, this is subpar.
Yeah. I mean, at least that, to your previous point, that was always an exclusive. That's not a new thing that's screwing you over. You know what I mean? I don't know if that makes it any better, but...
It does. Because if it goes from always being exclusive, or always being multi-platform to exclusive, you're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
We've been doing this for like 15 years.
Yep.
Can't change the rules now.
Console wars are back, baby! Alright. Anyways. Yeah, what up? We're live. It's D&D.
Alrighty, so who would like to recap what happened last session?
Andrew?
All right, well, what happened was some nonsense. Y'all get into some silly banter.
Yep.
There was a violent outburst. I won't name names. You know who you are.
Don't forget the shenanigans.
There were shenanigans aplenty. Hijinks ahoy.
Look, if we're gonna shenanigan, we're gonna go shenanigan
and again and again
yeah.
and again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
we were real goofabouts.
Real gallivanting goofabouts. Goofabout.
I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then there was something in your path. Something came in and was like, nope, here's the problem. And y'all had to come together and be like, we got this. You know, this is tricky, but we got this.
You know,
and Inger was dead.
Yep.
Kind of got it for the most
I
part.
was gonna say, for not being there,
that
you
last
honestly
bit
did pretty well.
fits the Flash Iron Pants.
Yeah.
I meant
so.
Flash Iron Pan?
Yeah, we saw Flash last week.
So somebody who was there, who would any of you like to recap?
Yeah.
No, I think
you guys
you did
take a
pretty
crack
good.
at it.
I think that's
So
Please.
last week, we picked up Inger had just passed, so we gave her a ceremony to kind of honor her sacrifice and wish her well. Anwar might have asked a little bit about the other uses of ceremony, foreshadow, and to see what it can be used for other things. Then we kept going to Silver Forge, Iron Root Mountains, Silver Steel. I'm getting close. I feel like it. The dwarf place, the
Iron
Silver
Root.
Steel mine. We got in there.
Orflow.
Orflow. That could probably be on the map.
Yeah.
And we did not get arrested right away. Hunter did excuse himself to go on do some sneaky stuff.
Oh, I know.
So, but we went to Flash Iron Pan's establishment, where he was very happy to see Anwar and Co. We asked about what the hell was up with the automatic artificer gunboats chasing us. And he did confirm that he built them, and he is building them for the war effort. But more specifically, he believes that Igor
Igor the Bastard, yeah.
Igor the Bastard, who, as we remember, was the person running against Caleb, aka Hunter's Paw, in Riverbed. He was known as the Bastard for being a very no-nonsense kind of person. And he sold 4 of those gunships, the same 4, it would be, I believe, to try and assassinate our merry group of men.
Did he know that's what the purpose was, or just very much like, here you go, do what you want?
Flash Iron Pan is a capitalist, and if you have money, he will take it. So
The strict definition of capitalist.
he's like, listen, I don't pick sides.
But also,
he's like
he was so not an asshole about the whole situation. He's like, hey man, I just want to but not deliberately no, fuck you, Anwar. It's just look man, I want to make money and you can make money too. And I just sold the thing. I didn't ask him what he was doing. I just sell the stuff. I don't know. He's an easily hateable character, but also kind of not sometimes.
That's what I like about him too. Is just like Anwar, work with me. We'll make lots of money. As Anwar's like, never. Also, you keep trying to kill me. He's like, not directly though.
That's not me.
Indirectly.
I had
he's
nothing
Nick
to do with
Cage.
Yeah.
You did incite him. He did seem to not know that it was gonna.
Yeah.
That it
Like,
was gonna be used to try
I
to
gotta-
sink your boat.
I gotta make a living, man. What do you want me to do? You want me
But
to
that's
just not
like
sell
Anwar's-
my weapons of war? Like, come on.
But like that's Anwar's like entire thing, where he's not like, I don't want to turn our operation into a weapons manufacturer because I don't know what will happen with that or how it will be used.
Right.
He's like, yeah, but money.
It's
Have
Tony
you
Stark and
considered
Obadiah
money?
Stane.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. It literally, like Anwar's Iron Man. Sorry, spoiler, guys. He's that post arc. He's like, I don't
Ryan,
want
you've
to.
been giving us Captain America vibes this whole time. I'm getting whiplash right now.
I don't know why you think that. I don't know why anyone would ever think that. Captain America.
Guys, I would have figured it out eventually. I don't know why you'd had to tell me and spoil it this way.
I mean, Kamira's green.
You know,
so she's
technically
obviously
that
the
shield
Hulk.
is his.
It's mine. It's
Anwar
mine.
was definitely like, I love the whole look of Tony Stark Iron Man, but I hate what goes on inside. So I'm going to swap him out with Spider-Man, Mr. Fantastic, and then we're going to call it a day. So he told us that, and we're like, all right, well, thanks, I guess. And then Anwar asks about the mythical material known as mithril. And it turns out that it is deeper inside the mines of Orflow. However, it is said to be in an area that is haunted, and that's why no one goes there
Cool.
to get that. And the gang decided it was worth the risk, and they were able to find the Locke family and get charter to go into the mines, and where I guess the 6 of them. Keone and Cinder are along with us as well for the ride.
Oh, cool.
And we encountered a massive earth elemental rock titan, almost, one might say,
Sure.
where we did battle with said mountain.
Whoa.
And
Yeah.
it was looking
I'm
kind
I'll
of
give you a
dodgy at certain
visual.
points.
Look, that was a pain in the ass fight, buddy.
A big old boy.
Like, it would have
Man.
been one thing if that narrow space had been not rough terrain, so you could just walk on through and be like, "Hey, I'm in." But having it be a fucking choke point changed the whole thing. But
Damn.
Yeah, it was huge.
I could have died to that.
Yep.
Man.
It was touch and go at certain points.
I bet. Jesus.
We were all like buried under a rock. We couldn't get up.
Literally everyone.
Whoa.
We were rolling like trash. But luckily, Anwar and Cinder's shatters proved to be its Achilles heel, as well as Rain's great
Psychic attacks. Yeah.
psychic
Yeah.
attacks.
What the hell's this thing?
Oh,
Uh,
that was-
summoned that to help us burrow in, and then it just kind of all it did was dig people out of rock.
Hey. Could be worse.
I could have
That's
lost
good.
concentration on it, and it could have attacked us.
that was the real thing. It's like, Kamira, don't lose concentration because it will try and kill us.
Please focus.
Luckily, Kamira, without really trying, is a warcaster, and she was able to concentrate
I'm-
the whole time.
I managed to do that, and I don't know how.
MVP. All right.
But listen, now I rolled a 20, or not a 20, that would have been, I would have left. I would have pretended my internet was out. I rolled 88 for today's test rolls, so
Yo.
it's gonna go great.
71. Get on my level.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So with that, you guys have collected the mithril that you were looking for, and I assume that at some point you all meet back up at kind of the center area in Orflow, where you encounter Hunter. Hunter, why don't you describe your character?
Oh, well, he is a halfling. I mean, sorry, a tiefling, wearing leather. Yeah, right now his clothes are looking really rough, and he's covered in like a thick matting of like dirt and blood and glitter, dirt, blood, glitter, substance.
What kind of rave did you go to?
Need to know basis, baby. But yeah, that's what
I mean,
we're
we're coming out like completely covered in dirt, dust, probably some mud.
You're coming out looking like Zoolander after the day in the
Yes.
coal mine.
What happened to you?
What happened to you?
Rocks.
Are you drunk?
Oh, drunk drinking. Yeah, let's that. Y'all need a drink?
I want to roll to see if I can tell if Hunter is a body snatcher in disguise.
Go ahead, roll insight.
What do I roll for that?
Deception or persuasion?
I'll whisper something to you.
Cool.
Let's see that roll. Oh!
Oh, damn.
You feel pretty confident that he has been through quite an ordeal, but is not a body snatcher.
Good.
You also get this feeling, this, like, you know what? Best not to ask too many questions. Whatever he's been in, I don't want to know.
Too much glitter. Do I really want to know?
So, you guys are currently on a path to take you into the forest next, unless there's anything you'd like to do.
Are we?
Do you relay any of the information about Iron Pan and Paw's political rival or anything like that to Hunter when you see him?
Yeah. I think actually, in addition to that, we need to make a sending to Caleb. Because I don't think we did last week.
Yeah, we can definitely do that.
We did not.
Are we? Let me just see what I got spell wise first. Yes. Okay, I can make it now without any sort of rest. But Richard, are we getting in a long rest before we are off on the road? Because I'm pretty sure we wrapped up like out of the mine yesterday, right? Or last week.
That's up to you guys. We did kind of wrap up in the evening time.
Okay. And did we? Because I know there's Ryan's gonna make his armor. I've got the stuff to make the other plates. Are we? Is that something we were like TLDRing while we're here in town and then doing, or is that we're gonna get to it eventually kind of thing?
If you guys all spend one more day with the connections you got and everything else, I'll just say you guys make the things you want to make if you just take one more day.
Yeah, I feel like this is probably going to be one of the best
I
places
agree.
to work efficiently and, with the
Safely.
best stuff there
Alrighty
is.
then. I will move us one day forward on the calendar
Cool.
to the evening of the 13th, which leaves you 3 days until the Fort Moultrie raid.
Do you have Richard? Do you
Are
have
we
another-
gonna get there in time?
Where do we need to be?
More for Moltra?
No, I mean, I think he's going to pick us up.
Yeah,
we're
you're gonna
more-
get teleported in.
Oh, right. That makes me feel
Crash
better. Because
Bandicoot
I was
style.
like, we're not gonna get there in time, guys.
Tony, I will need a second, but I can upload the stuff. So you have pictures we're gonna end up doing.
for mine at
for-
least. I assume Ryan's got his own.
Yeah, Ryan's got his own stuff he's working on.
And it
And
said I can
you've
show
got
you like
some
the idea.
You got some armor you're making for Chimera
Yeah.
and yourself.
Yeah, Sid, I can show you this is like the idea what I had in mind of what like kind of thing Audra would make for Chimera.
Okay.
Mine is like this is what I've chosen.
Yours is the one that kind of has a face similar to Arantis.
Yeah, which is pure coincidence. It's just what Google gave me.
That's cool. All right, so here's the one that Audra's making for herself.
Oh.
I'll switch it over to the chat.
Dropped it in the chat there.
Yeah, put it there. So yeah, so
That's
it's like
wild.
yeah, kind of
Destiny armor?
The wings aren't there, of course, but yeah, it's like so sort of angelic, and it has like the visor that pulls down, kind of resembles the Becoming. So it is like, you know, her armor is usually pretty bulky. This is a little more like slick and graceful because, like, you know, she's hanging out with angels.
And then for Chimera, this is what Audra is designing for her.
Yeah, kind of like the idea I had. Very wolf
Oh, damn.
inspired.
I am the hound.
Great, glad you like it.
Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah. And you've got.
And
have
then
a
if there's
picture, Ryan?
anything you want to incorporate with your own cloak or anything else, I imagine all that kind of.
Yeah. I do like how we can just drop these in chat now.
That
Yeah.
is nice.
Alrighty.
Full plate stats now.
So, working on that, getting
Oh.
some dwarves on your side to help out, thanks to Anwar's connections. And Anwar, is there anything you want to describe differently about your suit of armor?
I've always found I really like this piece of art, like since really the beginning.
Mhm.
But I feel like this is a somewhat
Oh yeah.
like Anwar found this a warforged imperial soldier that was like defunct before the beginning of the campaign, and he knew against his better judgment that taking anything like this would be treason, and he could, if he was ever caught with this, it would be probably tortured and off with his head or hung. And but against his better judgment, or maybe just that curiosity, that feeling that some might call it bold or full of themselves, Anwar thought he could make it into something different, something better. That instead of using it to bully or push around people or oppress them, it could be used to defend them. And he took it in. And Anwar, using the little funds he had, most of his money goes to his family and their shop, especially fighting against Flash Iron Pan's influence and things like that, as well as under the tutelage of his mentor Bjorn Ironborn. He made
Underforge?
up, not under. I think it's Iron Forge.
Yeah.
I think Underforge was the guy I made. Never mind. Sorry.
But he made something like this, but much more like secondhand gear, kind of run down. Like it's not all select the color. It's very much like this is what he always idealized as what it would look like. And then I think once it's all together, not only does it have a much more pristine shine to it and a much more like the way that the suit can kind of transform and mold into whatever weapon or tool he needs. It's much more, I kind of like this one, but I don't know, I like the red. I'm not sure, I don't have a thing available right now of what it looks like. I still like that the most, but I think as an idea, yes, as an idea, it looks probably with less cape and flowing and things like this. Iron Pride, thank you. But it is like, you can tell it is in its much more final, evolved form, where the red shine is much more vibrant. And the way that energy kind of transforms and moves and transforms it is in a better place. Also, moving around, whereas before it had, in its stealth mode, it had many different gears and wind pipes and things to help kind of like mask its noise. Now it is silent. It is just walking like normal. As
Oh, hell
the mithril armor is so much lighter and easier and more adaptable to flow the energy of everything. With that, now Anwar has advantage on stealth checks.
Guys, can we go fight like just another Titan? Just one more Titan.
You're flipping between Iron Man and Doctor Strange at this point, then, because this looks Robo Doctor Strange right here.
Yeah.
Sick.
It's not so much with the capes. All the medieval Iron Man stuff has like big capes because like Iron Man is in D&D as a mage.
Yeah.
But this is more of a mage trying to be Iron Man.
Yeah.
This looks awesome.
So, but yeah, he still sticks to that red and gold, the sun of the Fire Genasi god Suha, and it's just much more elegant now. So yeah.
Like that.
Oh yeah.
And Hunter got his new armor just a session or two earlier, so all of you
Yes.
guys have new armor.
I didn't know we were looking up examples.
Well, your armor can change its appearance all the time, so
You're right. Right now it is just an orange jumpsuit. No, a gray jumpsuit. Just a gray jumpsuit.
all right.
Okay.
With blood and dirt
Blood,
and glitter
dirt.
on it.
Glitter. Something mucusy.
Alrighty. So you guys spend a day doing all that stuff. With some help and your magical abilities, you're able to get all this stuff done in record time. And it looks like you'll have just about enough time to get bamfed over to Fort Moultrie because you've got about 2 days left on your journey.
Oh yeah. I will say once you guys start like filling me in on stuff, Hunter kind of snaps out of this fugue state the second you talk about like the rival, the bastard.
Igor the Bastard and
Yeah.
Paul.
Once you talk about Igor the bastard being connected with the boats, I think he like kind of sharpens up a little bit and has some unkind words. But yeah.
What's the message you're sending back to him with the sending?
Well, let's talk about that first, because as per the name suggests, Igor is a bastard, but we have no idea how many guards or people are on his payroll or in his influence.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, if anything, maybe we tell Caleb to, first of all, surround himself with people that he knows he can be trusted, that they're, long-term friends and allies. But also keep an eye on Igor. Maybe just get someone to tail him. See what he's up to. See what he's doing. Because he knows we were back. He knows it was failed. And the longer time goes by without us, the more likely we are to find out it was him. So his plans have to be moving up. That, and I don't get the sense that he's a runner.
We tail him, we get some people to like check out his place maybe, see what they can dig up.
Yeah, we got enough
But-
people back there that can handle that, right? If need be.
I think if we try and make a move against Igor while we're here, that might trigger whatever plan he has in motion. And if we're not there to help Caleb, he could get hurt or worse.
Do we want to ruin him emotionally or just physically?
Igor?
Yeah.
I mean, he technically tried to have us killed, as far as we know.
Right. So, how
I think we
much
should get
do we
him
wanna
for like
break him
30 something counts of
for-
like sabotage or espionage or whatever it is. I think, I think that'd be great.
That would be good. We could do that.
Right now, our only proof of this is the word of Flash Iron Man,
That's very
Yeah.
fucking true.
who asked us to not divulge that information, and there's
Also
no
very true.
proof otherwise. So
We did,
Well,
Richard. We did insight check that though, right? Like we're far.
Yep.
That is the truth as far as we were told it, right?
As far as your insight goes, he was telling the truth about that, and yeah, you don't have anything about what the motivation of this was, or if you guys were even a target, or the target, but you guys can have your assumptions. But yeah, you know that it was Flash Iron Pan's boats, and that he sold them to the bastard.
could we like steal a bill of sale from Flash Iron Pan?
that's the thing. We asked for that. There wasn't any.
Oh, so back market deals.
Which makes me think we need a black market or under the table solution. I'm not saying we like kill him, but
Well,
I would put the fear of God in him. Like,
sure,
hey,
keep me on the list.
I could dream him.
but his options are confess, but really, I don't think we should try and bring him in because we don't know what kind of chain of events that'll start. If anything, we should scare him into not moving against us or Caleb.
I like the dream idea. I like a little bit of a nightmare evening for him, just being like, "Hey, bud,
Yeah, you
I'm
guys
in
haven't
control
used
here."
you guys haven't used it as a nightmare yet.
No, we haven't.
Yeah, we only get like 15 words in the nightmare though.
What do you mean?
If you use it as a nightmare specifically, you're limited to how many words you can say in the thing itself.
You can't do like a full holodeck thing?
You could do that only if it's not a nightmare.
That's weird.
So you can do a whole bunch of symbolism
Yeah,
Well,
as long as you're not
and
actually
then be
trying
like,
to.
"Stop it."
If it's
think-
something that's trying to disturb his sleep and then like,
Yeah.
be harmful in that way, then you're very limited. But if it's not that, then it can just be a dream however long you want.
I think you're half right. I think the messenger changes. If the messenger is terrifying the target, you get that no more than 10 words. But you can still shape the world and create landscapes. So I think it's just a limit on communication, like verbal
Yeah,
communication.
yeah, I think that's what he was saying.
Oh, I'm
Right? Yeah.
misunderstood.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Eventually he will have to wake up though, whatever the nightmare is.
Oh yeah, I mean the nightmare is supposed to keep him awake, keep him
Yeah.
from getting good rest.
Just imagine night after night, that's all you say is, "Now you fucked up."
I mean, we could just dream him consistently. However, in character, I don't know if Rain is okay with dream torture like other characters would have been.
So
But
what
I
do you
like
guys
that
do?
as a means of communication to him directly. Even if
Yeah.
it's not a nightmare. I mean, like, obviously we need to convey to him that we're aware, but also, like Brian said, being aware that that could also set off some awful things for the town / family that live within the town.
That's true. If we tell him we know, then he might like accelerate whatever plans he has already.
Right.
Mhm.
Which
I like
means
the
casualties.
idea, but
What if we approach the dream as like a meeting where it's like you as the interviewer are cast in shadow. It's very much that like table with shadows, like lit cigarette, and like so your mission was a failure. Why don't you talk about it? Like what went wrong? And that way he can like have this dream, this anxiety dream about having to report to his superiors, and we can
Does
like
he-
mine information from that, right?
Does he
Something,
have
though.
superiors?
We
I
don't
thought-
know.
I thought it was a personal thing. That,
Something,
We don't know.
though. We left. We went up north. We did the thing with the mines and the dragon and the snow and the yeti. We
Mhm.
came back. We came through town, and then plus 1 day plus two or 3 days after that, which would, I mean, anybody with a map could be like, oh, how weird, that would put him right at those mountains with the guy that sold me the boats. So if we're doing that immediately, that might be a tip off in and of itself.
we could always dream or send to his targets as well. Like, if he, who is it, Caleb that he holds a grudge over?
For winning. I think it's us for helping him win, really.
Yeah, so I mean, we could just let Caleb know that, like, hey, somebody's gunning for you because they tried to kill us. It's this person. We know for sure. We don't have any physical proof, so you can't do anything, but, like, they hate you.
Yeah,
mean,
I think if we do move against Igor, it should be in person. Because
Yep.
giving him a tip off through a dream would be like, all right, I'm going to go kill Caleb now. And start a
How about-
coup.
But you do the dream while I'm in his closet, and so when he wakes up, it's just me covered in blood. Like, what's up, fuck?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We can do that when we get back up there. I do think we should tip off Caleb and be like, hey,
Yes.
somebody wants to kill you.
Oh, yeah.
And because they tried to kill us.
Specifically, probably this person.
Yeah, this person.
Okay.
Do we use ascending for
dream-
that and let them know immediately?
Yeah, I think so. The
Yeah,
only
this
other
was
thing,
lost.
I know we kind of put this to bed. The only other thing is if we were to fuck with Igor, we would need to do it in a way that doesn't implicate or involve us at all. So just give him stress, anxiety dreams about losing the Fort Maltra invasion because I don't know,
Oh, yeah.
maybe the heroes weren't at full strength.
Yeah, we don't tie it. We don't necessarily tie it to us if we do a dream or nightmare. Right.
I also want to point out that you'd probably have to convince Ray to do this to somebody.
It's not rain. Look, it's not torture. It's just like if I make sure you never wake up, if you never sleep, is that torture?
Yes.
No, that's just a rough night, and you're gonna do that every night, every single night.
It's called
Until we
going
got-
in a frat. You know what I mean? It's a little hazing.
He tried to blow us up. We're just making sure he doesn't get his, tight 8. It's a softball if there ever was one.
Go and confront him.
With no evidence, though.
I'm gonna tell you, we're gonna do a lot worse when we confront him than if we just made sure he didn't get a good night's sleep.
Oh
That's-
yeah.
That, in my mind, is better than toying with him. I don't like that.
However you rationalize it. Yeah, let's send a warning to Caleb. Hey Caleb, we found out who tried to kill us. We believe it's Igor the Bastard. Be careful, get defenses, keep an eye on him. Don't let him leave the city. I might have.
You're counting beats.
You know.
Close enough.
That was 3 words, right?
He'll receive that message, and you just hear back like, "God damn it." That's mainly what you hear from him. Just like, all right, get my gun.
Yeah.
Is there anything else? This is a pretty big town, and it's a pretty big trading spot. Is there anything else people want to get here before this might be the last chance in a while?
Oh, I have no idea.
I think we all have a lot of gold.
I used to have a lot of gold. We need to rob another thing for gold. We need to hit up that other dragon horde. Let's go kill that dragon. We'll have dragon parts to sell and a
Absolutely
whole
not.
horde.
No
Gotcha.
way, I have money. I don't need to go fight a dragon for money.
Do
What?
you think is this place big enough that we could get like spell components if we needed them?
Probably, yeah. It's a pretty good mining area.
Diamonds?
Sorry,
we're in a mine,
trading,
right?
Trading area.
Do we want to get the stuff we would need to seal a genie if we needed to?
Yes.
We need planar binding, right, for that?
We need planar binding and magic circle.
Okay. I don't
So I have those spells learned now because of
Okay.
Atlas giving us the stuff. It's just the components I don't have because planar binding has a jewel worth 1,000 gold, which the spell consumes.
So
Magic- Yeah.
when you bind something, what does that mean? I mean, because it's already bound to a jar.
Right, no, this is in case they get out and we need to bind them into a thing again.
Yeah.
The
Rejarring.
presumably this is how they did it once, and now this is like if the shit hits the fan, this is like the do we do it again?
Do the jars break once they're released? Could we just use the same vessel?
We have no idea. But all we know is that there were instructions and the thing written in the journal said like this is what we did. I do recall seeing that the journal said like it didn't work how they did it, but like maybe that like maybe I'm remembering wrong.
Sorry, one more time. I'm looking for something currently.
The
what
genie
was your-
binding ritual that was written in the
Oh yeah, they told a story of how it failed miserably and the genie like way overpowered them. Basically, it made
Oh.
its saves and fucked their shit up.
yeah, but like if it doesn't save against it, theoretically it would work.
Theoretically.
Yeah. So I mean, but it's the only thing we have right now. So we could. It is expensive because I would need 1,100 gold. So
You have a lot of gold if you'd like to dip into your Dragon Horde fund.
Tis true.
Your cursed money. That, by the way,
And so far, it's not cursed. So far. Like, if you
No,
don't
no.
touch the gold and you just immediately transfer it from your fund to the cashier, really, the curse should not come back to you at all. It
I
would
was
go
just-
directly to the cashier.
Yep. You spend faster than a curse. All right. We're shorting the curse.
We're not playing any like freaking Pirates of the Caribbean where you have to go hunt down the gold later. We think you could just pass it straight to them.
Does anyone remember how much it was? Because I didn't write it down because I didn't have it.
Like
Yeah.
over 1,000, easy.
One share is this much.
Look at that many's. That's so many's.
For the record, when I bribed Flash last week, I took 3 platinum out, and I made that a separate one. So Anwar's is the same, except there's 3 less platinum in it. And that goes for both Chimera and for Raid.
Yeah. I just like dropped 100 gold because I was like, I need a thing to cast Dawn, so I did. You know.
If we are talking about binding rituals, I imagine Anwar and Rain would probably be walking around looking for different spell components and talking about stuff, especially as it relates to the genies things. Anwar is going to pitch his idea to Rain. That's not good. So Rain, you know how we did the different mind rituals. You weren't there for hunters, but the first time we
Yes,
were
I
able
was.
to was Rain?
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
No
So
shit.
you're there for all of them.
Weird.
So you know how we purged Hunter of Leshy's influence, and then we patched up your brain, and then we patched up Kion with her multiple personalities and timelines and things like that. I think if we take that template, that skeleton ritual, but replace it with the ceremony, specifically the ceremony from Audra's book.
Which one are you trying to do? I'm sorry.
Atonement.
Ah. Mm-hmm.
We've changed people's bloodlines. We've changed people's personality. We've changed their mental state. We've changed, in some ways, their destiny with timelines and things like this. But to undergo something like this, I think we would need to change Agonazar's heart.
I agree with you completely. The one thing that worries me is that every circumstance thus far has been an external influence that we are negating. Agonazar, as far as the texts that we have read, changed on his own. And if he is willing and wants to be different, then wholeheartedly that's what we should do. But perhaps we should have a backup if that's not the case.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. In my mind, though, with the wizards and the order holding him, I think his best shot is to be either remain in that jar for eternity or to be used as a weapon and either destroy the world or destroy himself. And if this works, we could potentially get an ally with millennia of experience and knowledge and history, and a very powerful and helpful reminder of what we've lost and can still one day gain.
Well, you know what I said to you before. I'm 100% on your side. Do we need anything for this ritual?
Find diamonds usually work. A lot of diamonds. Divine gods seem to really like diamonds with their stuff.
Nothing but diamonds.
You know who had a lot of diamonds? That dragon back at Kami's place. Kami's place too. Kami's chill pad.
What?
Discord?
Is this not happening to you guys right now?
No.
No.
Yo, Discord is freaking out right now on my end. Hold on. I'm going to just show it for a moment so I can show the stream what's happening. You guys should go look at the stream real quick. I thought you guys were doing something on purpose.
No.
Because all of a sudden, Andrew's name changed, and then my face just started duplicating.
Whoa!
I was like, I don't know what's happening, but Andrew's name changed first, and I was like, hey, what's happening?
Now I just said whoa.
Oh, it's really funny.
We've
I
been
did
the
it
ones
again.
to cause that.
Right?
All I know, well, here's the thing, because Andrew's name changed, and then everyone else's name started changing. That's why I was like, guys, what are you doing?
We're apparently the hackers in the Matrix.
Wow.
Oh,
What in the...
that's...
Are you actually doing something, Andrew? Because if you are, I'm curious what it is you're doing. 'Cause
No.
this is...
I'm just being a dork looking back and forth at the screen.
Okay.
How would I do this? How would I do this?
That's why I wanted to know if you did it. All right, I'm going to leave and re-enter the call, y'all. Because
This is amazing.
this is...
Let's see. Let's see if this fixes it.
I'll leave and
That's
re-enter.
my favorite thing of all time.
What's happening? I'm going to need you to trim this out, Artem.
All right, hold up. Before
no,
you do,
I
see
want to watch this later. I
see if
can't
this-
find it right now.
No, when he
See if
says,
this
I mean highlight this, not edit this. No, this is staying in because this is amazing. Because what is happening? I'm gonna leave and re-enter the call, guys. I'll be right back.
All right, wait, hold up. Before you do, let's see if this works. Did that help?
It's funny.
and I helped.
How many of me are we up to now? What? All
God,
right, be right
that
back,
is-
A
guys.
lot.
All right, bye.
Wait. Before you do, I want to watch it. Oh, dude. Now I
It's
see.
the O.
Yeah, hold on. Let me enter the call. Okay.
Did that fix it?
I think so. I think we're all
I
right.
can't believe your gut instinct was whoever's fucking with Discord.
Because everybody, oh no, it's still happening. Because Andrew's name.
What?
It's still happening.
Hey,
If I'm doing it,
well,
it's
you
not
are the only
intentionally.
one that received a prompt to change their name, right?
No, I
No,
got.
I
I got.
didn't.
it.
No. It's
Okay.
that's a Discord update. It's not a thing.
Unless it's a Discord
No, it's not.
update.
Discord,
and it's like, guess
nah,
what?
It's a thing. It wasn't
I-
like a. It
I-
wasn't like a DM. It was like you
Okay,
opened
but
it and it was
listen.
updating. You know what I mean?
I would blame Discord first over Andrew. What are you doing to my
The
Discord?
only reason is because the first
No,
thing
no, no,
that
no,
happened.
no, Sydney. Things being weird for Discord and Discord
No.
being weird. Two different things. Two
Different things.
completely
If you were to
different
watch back
things.
Wait, no,
what
but
happened,
hold up,
Andrew's
hold up.
name changed on Discord, and so I was gonna say, hey Andrew, can you change it back because it's gonna break the cameras? And then out of nowhere, my name changed and everyone else. So I was like, since he was first, I was like, if you have some Discord power that I don't know about, I want to know
No,
about
you know,
it.
He's
I think
become
we all
a
know.
Discord god.
I think we all of us here know that Sydney is the IT expert over here.
God.
Okay.
It's true.
All
I
right,
fixed Excel sheet one time, and then they were like, "You're gonna
See?
be in on these IT calls." I was
See?
like,
We're hearing it.
okay.
She admitted it.
Do we
Witch
need
hunt
to
over.
just end the
So,
call and then
yeah, let's
start it up
go
again?
to an early break. Maybe not
Early
a
bio.
normal break, but let's go to a break, and we'll be right back. How about that? While I
Okay.
figure out something,
God,
if it's
that's
just
funny.
my end. Be right back.
Bye.
Everybody.
Okay, we're back and my camera's off, and I think we're okay for now, but we will be.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah,
Cool.
Artem, please highlight that, and then we'll be tagging Discord in that to be like, hey, I think there's something wrong with your new update. Oh, man. Well, okay.
So you guys sent a message to Caleb, and I think that's where we got sidetracked.
Yeah, what was the message, y'all?
It was basically, watch out. And he's like, I'm getting my gun.
Right. Okay.
Alrighty, so, with one more day, so you guys did not do anything to Igor the Bastard, correct? Igor the Bastard.
Unfortunately, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
He lives another day.
Alrighty then. So, yeah, moving on. Do you guys just go directly into the forest at this point?
Real quick, wanted to check for components and stuff. So, in this hall, there's 2,000 GP of diamonds.
Okay, that can get
Are
you a
there?
lot.
Do those diamonds satisfy the requirements for Revivify? Do any of those diamonds?
Yeah, you need a diamond that's worth at least 300.
Yes.
Yeah, there's definitely a few of those in there.
Great.
Is there a jewel is there a diamond worth 1,000? Because that would actually satisfy planar binding, and we wouldn't have to do anything else.
Let's see. One of them is worth 1,000.
I vote we keep that for planar binding if we need to seal a genie.
I think that's fair.
All right.
Um,
I'll make a
then-
note.
The only other one I would need is for Magic Circle. I need holy water or powdered silver. Wait. Oh. Actually, Audra can just make what we need for this. Because holy water is worth 25 or 50 GP, right?
I think it's worth 50, but you can, if you bake it, it's 25.
So if Audra makes 4 vials worth of holy water, that's enough to cast Magic Circle.
I can also do it with Ceremony, which I think gives it... Let me see what the cost is if I do it with Ceremony. Bless Water... Actually, with Ceremony, I can just do it. No... Oh. Yes, 25... Yeah, it's still the same cost. My bad. I thought maybe Ceremony let me get away with it.
Well, it costs 25 with ceremony, but it costs 50 to buy holy water.
Right,
I think
right.
you get it's like half
Yeah.
as much, right?
Isn't the...
Yes.
To make
Am
it?
I like just completely wrong in my head about how rituals work though? Isn't a ritual like you can do it? Oh, that saves you the slot, but it doesn't save you the components, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
if
takes
there's
you
a
like
component-
10, 15 minutes, an hour, but
Right. But it still burns.
Specifically,
the same
if there's a component that with a gold value worth,
Yeah.
if it's like the hair of a whatever skunk, it's like who cares? But if it's got money, then that has to be consumed.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're not. I was wondering if maybe we could loophole, but it's gonna cost us 25 gold regardless. Which obviously we have. I was just. Yeah, if we want to do that.
But but that's the thing. We could do 50 GP worth of holy water if you make it, and then instead of buying 100 GP worth of holy water.
Yeah, totally. I mean that's 4 hours of work, so we got to find the window, but that's absolutely doable.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then let's plan on that instead, and then that means we don't actually have to buy anything. We have what we need. We just need to make the holy water.
Then is there
Have
anything
that
else
empty bottles.
Cool.
people want to buy, like potions? Because we have money, and we have right
that's
now.
true. It might be worth swinging by a potion shop of some
Do we
sort.
have
I
a
w-
shopping
I
list?
want to point out that I've never used a potion with rain, so I have 3 potions of healing right now and 1 greater potion of healing.
Oh wow.
So
You just give
do we
those all
want
to me. I'm
redistribute
not known
those?
for binge drinking them or anything.
I would say keep them. Let's see what Can we go look around for an apothecary?
Sure, yeah. I need to roll up real quick what might be available.
I think those are the big things.
I still also have a fairy in a bottle. What is that again?
That's one full heal, right?
Oh. Oh, is
Is
it
that
literally like the Zelda thing? Like if you go down, it works? Or.
That's what I thought, like a full restore.
Cool.
Alrighty, let's.
Yeah, because if there are any exotic potions here, we have the time, we have the money. Let's get it right now. Also, if and when we decide to use the oil of etherealness. Can mind flayers read minds if the person is on the ethereal plane?
Probably not, because it's a different plane.
Right? Probably not. Because that's the thing about mind reading is like, even if you're invisible or sneaking, it's hard to quiet your thoughts. Like, you're still
Your
thinking.
thoughts technically wouldn't even be there.
Right. But if it's in the ethereal plane, that's a different story. So,
It could be a good Moltra thing.
yeah, it's definitely on the list for Moltra.
The problem is you
Alrighty,
can't interact with anything on that plane.
Let's see, I can just make another page for this. Alright, so you are able to find an alchemist area that has 12 potions for sale. And I will bring them up here. Common potions cost 50 gold, uncommon cost 100, and rare cost 300. I think there's nothing higher than rare on this list. Let me just check. Yep. Okay. So let me bring you to that.
Oh no, potions of strength.
Potion of invulnerability. What does that mean?
Uh-huh.
Let me look it up.
I am
Like-
invincible!
Invulnerable to paper cuts?
Yeah. So I know what the word
That
means,
oil.
but what does that mean?
Or-
That
It might-
oil of
For
slipperiness,
1
though.
minute after you drink this potion, you have resistance to all damage.
That's not
What?
bad.
Yep.
Can we buy 6 of those?
There's only one of each potion there.
Oh,
I mean, look, I'd shell out for that.
Let's see. 1, 2. Rare. 1.
Let's buy potions of water breathing, guys.
Oh, that's weird that there's 2 different potions of healing and their examples or their descriptions are different.
Yeah,
One's a
there's
serum,
different,
one's a liquid.
different ways to make them.
Yeah, I don't know which one you're using to generate them, but I really love that it gives it a different thing each time.
It's Donjon,
Ah, gotcha.
which if you guys don't use it, it's a great
It's so
website for.
Yeah.
Potion of
So-
greater healing. This crimson liquid smells like rot and decay. Yeah, let me drink it.
So we're
Yeah,
saying
that-
common, uncommon, rare. That's right. Those are the things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay.
What would a very rare potion even be? I can't even think of the effects.
Like whiskey.
Storm.
Really nice whiskey.
Potion of Storm Giant Strength, I think, is very rare
Ah, that makes sense because that's like
because
a
that's
plus
like
5,
the best one. Yeah.
and it can go
All right.
above.
I'm
20.
counting 3 common, 150. I'm counting. Why did I choose L's? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 6. 6 uncommons, so it's 600.
I think that's
Yeah.
5. It's 3,
1,
5,
2,
and 4.
3,
4,
4, 5.
Total's
5.
12.
5. 5, so 500. So 150 plus 500 plus, and then I counted 4 rares, which is
Yeah.
4 1200.
Get rid of one of the uncommons. We don't need Potion of Water Breathing. Rain can ritual cast that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what if it's like suddenly a water level?
Rain can also just cast it normally, and also it lasts 24 hours.
By the way, an actual rare potion would be like.
You say this.
I remember saying long ago that Rain casts water breathing every time she wakes up for the party, so that if we ever happen,
Like, why do I have gills?
she does it every morning because it's like these guys are just gonna die.
That's true.
Uh,
We would.
All right, if we're saying that we're losing one of those, then that brings our total up to 16, 1750.
It's not
Um,
bad.
I say buy them all, and then say what you want.
I think Rain should have the potion of giant strength.
You're already so strong. What are you talking
She
about?
already has it without needing to juice.
Hold on,
Oh,
I
she
gotta-
want to
I
go
gotta-
down? She wants to be less bulky? Is that what's happening?
You asked for all of them, and he's like, take the potion of water breathing on the house.
I was like, yes,
Just take the whole
This
thing.
this one's mine. Listen, Rain could die, and then it's like the only way out is we gotta hold our breath through an underwater tunnel, and all of us
Yes,
gonna be
and
like,
then one of us lives.
I will remember you all. Glug, glug, glug.
You're going for help, right? Yeah, help. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, yeah, of course.
Okay. The big ones. Did Rain ever use that one of fire breath? I feel like we gave her one that time before.
Yeah, she used it. She actually used it and then used 2 charges of it during that hour, so that was pretty nice.
You don't have any bonus actions as far as I know. I feel like that's still a good use for you.
Yeah. Well, I got one. I can now Misty Step, but that's pretty much it.
Yes. We got Frost Giant. We've got Stone Giant. I believe Frost Giant is better than Stone Giant.
Yes, it is.
Audra and Kamira, you guys want to roll for who gets what?
She can have it. You gotta. I mean, you
It
gotta.
fits
hit
with
more.
my runes.
Yeah, you gotta hit more. So.
Oh, and you're also the champion of
Yeah.
the Frost Maiden.
Yeah.
Oh
So
yeah.
Totally fits.
Just take them. It's all good.
I mean, you could split them up.
And Kamira or Audra gets the Stone Giant.
Yeah.
All right. That's con
Honestly, it's
increase,
useful
right?
because
Strength.
I think they're all
Strength.
strength. It's just
Yeah.
it's just different levels of strength increased.
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
but I mean that's useful because when you go giant, like a lot of times it ends up being a strength thing that's like really comes in handy.
That's true.
Hmm.
I just meant it just because, like, you know, if I'm just gonna be spell tanking, I want you to hit things, you know, physically.
Mm-hmm.
But sure, all right, I'll take potion of giant strength. You got it. I'm gonna. add that.
Invulnerability it should just be anyone who's willing to go be the tank.
All right, right here.
I think that's also Chimera, right?
That could really be.
Either
I-
Kamira or Anwar.
Anwar in attack mode.
I
Which
Well,
is a
who has
Yu-Gi-Oh
a
card, by the
lower-
way. Anwar
Who
in
has a
attack
lower
mode.
AC?
That's gonna be me because Anwar has shield.
would once, but I would say not to discredit that, but whoever is concentrating on things should get that
That would
because
be me.
having the damage is gonna.
Right? That would be like extreme warcaster shit.
All right.
Yeah,
I am the
that's true.
warcaster.
Anwar also concentrates on things.
Cinder and Keone are like, we're here too, by the way.
Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm asking this genuinely. What con spells do you have? Because I don't. They're like slipping my mind.
Quite a few.
Okay. I thought
Protection
yours-
from energy,
Fairy fire.
hypnotic pattern, heat, metal, haste, flame blade,
Gotcha.
enhance ability, visibility,
Gotcha.
mental fortress.
Okay, yeah.
Fortress.
In my brain, yours were just all offensive spells. That's why I was like, wait, are they? But yeah, no, please, by all means.
They're quite offensive, actually. They don't like to be censored.
Keone
These are
actually is a
your PC
warcaster,
spells.
Oh,
but
Keone
her
has
only
Warcaster?
concentration spell is blur.
No.
Or two.
Do we give Hunter the oil of slipperiness?
I mean, that just feels like it makes the most sense.
At the same
Do you have a way?
Sure.
Do you have a way of getting freedom of movement? I think Chimera has that
I
somehow.
can cast it.
I do.
I think it's
Oh.
I think it's a locked-in cleric spell for me, actually. Yeah, I have it by default as a war cleric.
Don't knock the oil of slipperiness. I don't remember whose campaign it was, but I took it as my dumb thing. Got grappled, and I was like, I have the one thing.
No, the only problem is it takes 10 minutes to apply, and I don't know when I'll have the forethought to use it to get out of a situation.
Oh, does it take 10 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh.
I would still say take it. We might have downtime. I mean, not downtime, but like
Okay.
when it
Okay.
comes
Have
to
a
moving.
moment.
Here's the alternative. It says, alternatively, the oil can be poured on the ground as an action where it covers a 10-foot square, duplicating the effect
Oh.
of the grease spell.
Oh, I missed that. Okay,
And
yeah,
actually-
I'll take it.
I was about to say, like, grease is also something really nice for the person that moves really fast.
Thinking
Yeah,
about it
that's-
again, for Potion of Vulnerability, Audra has concentration spells. Audra also can pick us up if we go down. It should go to Audra.
Also, if you're gonna go up against, I'm metagaming because I'm just the DM, but like, if you're going up against an Illithid, I feel like your characters have learned by now. Whenever you're going up against someone smart enough to go after the cleric, they tend to go after the cleric.
That is true. That has happened multiple times now.
That was declared by many of the villains. Yes.
I'm gonna say Potion of Vulnerability goes to Audra. We've got some lesser potions. I'm gonna say let's give Cinder 2 of the regular healing potions, and then let's give Keone a regular one. And unless people have 0 healing potions?
I don't have any, but
But it might
Keone
be
and
worthwhile
Cinder
to
have
give you one of
had
the better
none,
ones.
so they appreciate the healing potions. Well,
I
We
also-
do have a
thing.
superior one that needs to go to someone.
honestly, if I'm wounded enough but not dead, I'm not gonna waste the action on quaffing a potion. That'll get me like 2d4 hit points.
It's the same thing I'm thinking with Rain. Like, she's worth way more taking an action to do a massive amount of damage or help somebody out. So, like, if
Yeah,
we want
keeping
to,
our NPC buddies up, that's
Yeah,
probably
I mean-
a better way to use it.
if we're doing this right, our PC friends should also be the ones keeping people away from us.
Alright, then.
Also recall that you're going to be picking up Arantis as well.
Yes. So I'm going to say Keone gets the Potion of Healing and we've got this Potion of Superior Healing. Does anyone want it?
How much is
Oh, we got a Potion of Greater Healing. So let's
You have two potions of greater healing and one superior.
so let's say one goes to each. Keone and Cinder. Does anyone want it? I'll hold on to the Superior Healing if no one else does.
I already have a greater healing, so I feel mostly comfortable with that.
I'm also gonna
Okay,
throw into
one
the ring.
greater
Does
healing
anyone?
for each of the NPCs?
Should we redistribute my 3 regular healing and I'll just keep my greater?
Sure. I mean, does anyone not have? I currently have 2. I have a regular and a greater.
How much is the greater
I'm
and or
not
superior?
currently carrying any, but again, I can't be trusted with healing potions. So, put me last on your list.
Greater is
How much
4d4.
is superior? Is it 6d4 or 8d4?
Greater is
eight.
4.
8. It's 8d4 superior.
I was about to say greater's 4, so
I feel like superior is the only one that Hunter would use an action in combat to use in an emergency.
I
But-
feel like it should go to either Hunter or Chimera. Worst comes to
My-
worst, Chimera can do like an action surge and down the superior to get a lot of health back.
Yeah.
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 Chimera
I'll just
has
count on
some...
Audra. Keep me alive.
That's true.
because I do have it's not Orcish Fury, it's the other thing, but if I'm downed but not
Yeah.
dead, I can get back to 1
That's
hit
right.
point.
Okay. I'm gonna say one of my regular healing potions should go to Keone so that she has 2, and then the leftover 2 should go to Arantis when we pick him up.
Okay.
Okay.
So that way
So these-
all of the NPCs have 2 healing potions.
All right.
Okay.
Nice.
Then who's getting the superior, Hunter or Chimera?
Come here, can get
Hunter,
it.
do you want it? Are you sure?
It's fine. Yeah.
You can have it. I have a lot of blood.
Here's another thing, because you have a lot of blood and action surge, you could also always be the
Pick
one who
someone
goes
else
up
up.
to him and force it in his mouth.
That's
Okay.
true. That's true.
So then Arantis will get the 2 graders.
No. I have 2 regular that we can give him, and the graders can go to our party if we need to.
Okay.
I love the idea of her using an action surge to shove it down someone's throat, because that means she's doing that in like 3 seconds. And I don't know if you've seen the video where like they tested to see how long it actually takes. It's really hard to do it in 6 seconds. So to do it in 3 is just oh!
Have you guys seen
You know
the video?
that trick
She
that
does the
they like
swirl.
do the swirl, yeah. Just
The girl, it's like she's got like a mimosa champagne flute, and she just pops it in, like throws it back, and then it cuts over to her mom, and she's just like,
Yeah. You've seen that?
that's
Yeah.
that's happening there.
Well, they come with little
Perfect.
straws that go to the bottom, so like
you
the
can funnel
potions,
it.
not the mimosas. So the air just like boom, it shoots it
Yeah.
right down your throat.
So am I taking the super potion
Yeah, go
to
You
for
can
it.
feed
take
to the
this
children?
here. I'll go ahead and take one of the.
I mean, also because you can use that action, that double action, to like heal yourself and still wreck
Yeah.
Still
somebody.
do something. Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll give
Me,
it
I
to
can
Cinder.
like, I can run away. I can make distance and then like use arrows.
8d4 plus 8.
Okay, so final list. Hunter gets the oil of slipperiness. Rain gets the potion of fire breath. Chimera gets the potion of frost giant strength. Keone gets one of the potions of greater healing. Cinder gets the other. Then there's 2 more potions of healings that Cinder's getting. Keone gets another potion of healing, regular. Audra gets the potion of invulnerability. Audra also gets the potion of stone giant strength. Chimera gets the potion of superior healing, and then the most powerful one of them all, the potion of water breathing, goes to
It's-
Anwar.
Oh.
Perfect.
I'm gonna ritual
Alright.
cast water breathing right now, by the way.
Don't take it!
You're a willing participant!
Yeah, I am. Yep.
Alrighty, so yeah, you clean them out and you give them a nice chunk of money, and they're like, anytime you need something else, like, let us know. If you have something
We
on
open
like
on Tuesday.
custom order, I'll start looking. Like, you guys are been our best customer. in all
I would say if you've got more of those invulnerability ones, get more of those.
Etherealness. And etherealness. That'd be tight.
Alright, we will do our best to hunt those down. Alrighty,
How much money did we just spend?
So much.
1750.
Yes.
Out of whose pocket did that go? I think Hunter
I'll pay
spent most
for-
of his already.
Yeah, I've only got like 50 gold left.
You can like take a substantial chunk from my cursed section of it if you so choose.
But it was from my cursed section. I feel wrong taking from your cursed section.
Alright, so
Not taking it out that
1,000
way, you know?
platinum is. What's platinum? 10 gold?
You've got a home
Yep.
to rebuy.
So then.
No.
3.
I can always
Is
just go
told.
hang out up in like the wilds in my home.
Yeah, but then you have to invest to have something built.
Did I say
Keep
you
it
had
at your nest egg.
1,000 platinum, or was that
retiring.
1,000 gold in platinum?
That's
Because I'm
true.
pretty sure
1,000
I meant
GP
1,000
platinum.
gold in
Oh,
platinum.
okay, okay,
But that's per portion. It's 1,000 GP
Yeah.
of platinum per portion. So
okay. So then,
yeah.
okay, then
We're
1,000.
like, we're good.
It does take a chunk out of us then. So
It's
Anwar
worth
has yes. Not touching the diamonds. We have almost 3,000 between the three the two nerds and Chimera. So I'm just gonna go ahead and split that 3 ways. That's 583. So I got it on my end.
Why are you splitting it 3 ways and not 4? Because is Audra not using her gold, or?
Does Audra have any gold left?
I have a ton of gold. Yeah. Where would it have gone?
Okay.
You
Didn't you
spent
put
some
plate
on the
stuff?
full plate.
Oh, I already. Oh, yeah. I already took the math on that. Yeah. That was
All
only.
right. If we're splitting it 4 ways, then it's 437
Yeah.
gold each.
The okay, 437. Okay. 437. Okay.
I think honestly, you should keep Rain's portion in like a communal thing and just take from it as you need it, because I don't know if she'll ever actually take it. As long as we keep that 1,000 diamond, I think the rest of it's fair game to use.
Okay.
Because the 1,000 diamond is the oh shit diamond.
In terms of the full
Put that
plate
on the label
costs-
maker.
In terms of the
See
full
that on
plate
the
cost,
loot.
we did the math on that before, and because of the materials we had, that should have only cost us each $12.50. So I've
Okay.
still got over. Yeah, I got a lot of money still.
Okay. Does everybody have a chance to write down what's theirs?
16.
I updated Keon and Cinder.
In town, I think I only just bought some more arrows.
Okay.
Oh, I should probably buy more rations. And rations. I bought rations.
Come here. This is your share. If it lets me select it. If you want to just subtract 437 gold from it.
Sure. Thank you. I'll put that in my notes.
Alrighty. So, you guys do all of that, and that kind of rounds out your day. And then, well, I guess you spent the whole day doing that, so it's probably in the morning that you went shopping. And then after you finish shopping, do you guys head into the forest?
I think so.
All right.
There's music
Because you've been through all this challenge before, generally, if you've gone along the exact same path, I usually just kind of let you gloss over some things. Like when you went to the swamp the last time, you fought some dick monsters, as you do. So we'll just kind of montage through some stuff. You go back into the forest, and you deal with some. The fairies are no longer attacking you this time. Look at how little blood you had back then.
Oh god.
But you're able to get some mushrooms that change your size. You are eventually, even though it's kind of a Lost Woods kind of deal, you're able to use your compass stuff to kind of navigate through. You find your way over to the fairy door, which then takes you into the Feywild kind of portion. And then you eventually get to the spot where there is the God Egg.
Oh my god, that's pretty.
I forgot that this was in the Feywild for some reason.
Just in the woods.
Well, it's in the woods, but you have to make yourself small to go into a little fairy door, which then teleports you into this little I think it was described as this is part of the Feywild somewhere. Like this was a
Yeah, I thought we had to go through like a portal though.
Yeah. You go through the door, and that is the portal.
Got it.
Because the door is like 6 inches big. So you have to like take a mushroom. There's like ones that make you grow or shrink, kind of like Alice in Wonderland. You take some mushrooms that shrink you down.
We
you're
make
able
a
to go
dozen
through-
more dum-dum arrows.
Yeah. Not necessarily all of you have to do that though, because I think you were able to determine that Chimera could just like look inside the thing and then like teleport through. If you have Misty Step, you could do that too. So there's a number of ways to get in. But once you do, you're able to get to a Feywild area where you continue to cross over for a while, and eventually you get back to a spot where there is indeed an egg that is maybe
oh,
like
God.
6 to 8 feet tall, quite a bit around.
I
and
kneel
that-
before the egg. I worship its grounds.
You do that and nothing happens.
Sure.
I forget who you got the information from. I think you got it from the prince of this area, where he said, like, oh yeah, that's a... I had a word for it. But it's essentially, it's an egg of infinite possibilities that reaches into all sorts of timelines. It's like Pandora's box meets Schrodinger's cat or something. It's just all the things together.
And there's nothing guarding this. There's nothing like we just go right up to the egg.
No, yeah. You just go right up. There's nothing guarding it.
I blow it up.
Can I cast
No!
detect magic?
Okay.
I cast a shatter. No. What do I get from the egg if it is magical at all?
It's definitely magical. Question is, what kind...
Remember when we used to say, like, detecting good or evil or detecting magic, like its brightness would be how powerful, how blinding would it be?
Oh,
when you...
it's like, just... it's like an atom bomb went off, just,
Jeez.
And it's a conjuration magic.
Conjuration magic.
Huh.
Okay. Huh. That makes sense.
And I would say that this egg is kind of like glowing, and kind of its shell kind of moves around in what color it is. It's got blues and greens and purples and all sorts of stuff that kind of swirl around together. You came all this way. What do you plan on doing with it?
Does anybody have the ability to shrink it so we can put it in a pocket and walk away?
I finish my prayer and I stand and I press both hands to it.
Okay. You feel that it's warm and almost like there's something beating inside.
Y'all, God's ready to hatch.
Mm.
It told me.
You're okay though? Like, no new inhabitant is in your head or anything?
If
God-
anything,
God,
you're
God didn't
just,
tell you he was ready to hatch in your head?
if anything, just a little thought in your head appears that anything is possible.
Anything is possible. I imagine the vision of in the weird vampire lands when the jar was opened and Agonazar came out. I imagine that Agonazar being comforted and swaddled by an even bigger Agonazar with just a kindness in his eyes that is soothing and just rocking back and forth.
Okay.
Agonazar's daddy's issues.
You do that.
Miss Chimera, This
Yeah.
seems to link to possibilities.
That doesn't
You
mean I want to
link to
touch it, though.
possibilities. Yes, so
Yeah.
if you would just are all right, and Anwar's going to pull out a syringe. If you're just fine with me taking a few samples and then operating with it on the god egg, if that is all right with you.
Like, actually, you want my blood?
I mean, how much blood could I get?
I have a few blood.
You have so
So-
much blood.
I have a few.
I could also
it's-
use the test with your daughter.
I would prefer me.
Mm.
I mean, if it's clean, I don't care. Good
think-
luck piercing through my new plate metal armor, though.
I think Anwar's just going to take like a needle and kind of just like dip it on Chimera's palm
Mhm.
to get like a drop of blood.
Okay.
And then flick it on the god egg to see what happens.
You do that. There's blood on the egg. Gross.
Looking at it, studying it though, does it have any kind of reaction or anything like that? A burning, glowing, anything like that?
No, it's just on the egg now.
I need
What
more
if
blood.
we just cracked it?
No!
Come here,
No!
More blood is always the answer. Or maybe a different body fluid.
Hunter, be on the egg.
No, I'd never disrespect it like that. Speaking of,
All right. I mean, maybe I can like touch it and like activate the echo or something and hope it doesn't kill me. I approach the egg and I touch the egg.
Keon's like, Mom, are you sure?
I'm never sure.
Please be safe. You go over and touch the egg, and you immediately, your kind of spatial awareness, when you're kind of like scanning different timelines, is starting to go crazy now. Like you're branching so far off the main timeline, you're starting to see like whole other areas where dimensions have formed very differently. Everything's looking animated in one sense. Like you're just getting the whole Spider-Verse. You're just getting all the layers stacked on top of each other.
Is there a cat version of me though?
Yeah. There is
Oh,
one
yeah.
quick second where the egg shows a reflection and you see a cat version of yourself, and then it switches over to a dragonborn version of yourself, and then it's just all sorts of
And a popsicle.
wish-wash. Like it's like
Nice.
you're on an acid trip right now
Cool.
while you're touching it. I would also say the longer you touch it, the more it seems to kind of glow and like start to vibrate a bit more. And it seems like if you keep on touching it, something might happen.
Do we want this to keep going?
Pull it off.
I pull it off.
You pull it off, and you just feel the energy starting to die down a little bit.
Was it
Oh,
getting
it's like,
warmer when you touched it?
was it getting warmer when I touched it?
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot though. Like there was a lot going on.
It was
But
getting
otherwise, like-
warmer. It was getting warmer and colder, but overall, in most timelines, you feel like it was getting warmer.
you're messing with me, right?
Nope.
Why
I
the hell
saw-
did God choose you?
Again, I don't know.
You're already the ice champion.
Hunter,
fair.
you're my. I like you, Hunter. You're like my chosen rogue champion.
I'd like to roll insight.
I'll choose you. I didn't have one before, so it can be you.
There's only one.
The job's yours. You're my champion.
Thank you.
All
So
right.
do we want
Here's what we
to...
do now. Both Miss Chimera and Keone
Oh,
touch it
no.
on opposite sides at the same time.
We're gonna get it like a scrambled egg here.
It's gonna be
Scrambled
fine.
God.
It's gonna
Have
be
you
fine.
ever microwaved an egg?
Have you ever microwaved a god?
Keone's just like, you sure, Anwar?
Yep. And Anwar's gonna be over here behind this rock. It's like,
Who's got the potion of superior healing?
I do.
Do you think
Maybe give
anyone
that to
else
someone
reacts
else.
to it?
And does anybody else have anything that can protect us from?
Do we have the tower shields still?
No.
I got
Oh,
one.
you're good.
Can
Oh,
you...
no, I
gave
gave him
the
back
other
to
one
Bjorn.
back.
I did it. Sorry. I gotta take that out.
Anybody got any like death ward spells
Got
or
that.
anything else?
We do have that.
Oh, better
Could
get
Could you
Miss
give
Chimera.
it? To...
summon your echo, and
Uh-huh.
then you, and
All
then
three
Keone
of us?
summon her echo, and then they all touch it all at the same time.
Do I touch it with my tentacles too?
Sure.
Onward, did you move to a further, like, away rock just now? Did you just go further back?
Anwar's over here now. It's gonna be great.
No, but seriously, I would please like to be death warded.
Audra just walks up and boom, death wards both Chimera and Keone, and Audra gets one herself because it's free when she casts it.
Nice.
And then looks at Chimera and just, I'm not going to give one to the Echo. That seems frivolous.
Yes. I mean, it is. So, like, hold on, though. When we touch it, do we want to have a certain intent, or are we just waiting to see what happens?
I want to give good vibes when I touch it.
Well, yeah, not murder vibes or anything, but, like, are we like, world peace?
Just help the god hatch.
I mean, if this looks into infinite timelines and infinite possibilities, look at one where we win the fight, win the
I
war.
didn't have a whole lot of control of the timelines I was seeing. They just kind of...
What do you want to know?
Good question. I mean, I want to know if our winning is a possibility in this existence in particular.
So find out what happens if we do win, because there might be another fight after that.
There might be. All right, let's go. Let's summon the echo.
All right, you summon the Echo. Keone kind of has the ability to summon multiple echoes. They just do different things than your echoes does, but through her her mirror image and blur and stuff, she's able to like get a whole bunch of other echoes around her. And so she's gonna touch it with her hands and all four of her tentacles, and all of her echo things are all kind of enveloping and wrapping around this as you and your echo wrap around it as well and touch it. And the thing begins to like glow and glow and glow and glow and glow. And now I need every single one of you to roll a d20, but it matters what order. So who would like to volunteer first to roll a d20?
I'm behind a rock.
So you're first, right?
I don't mind.
No, it should definitely be Andrew.
I'm the most excited about the
That's
god
true.
egg.
Okay,
You go.
so you can roll the first d20.
I love the god egg.
The God Egg loves you.
I'd like to think so.
Okay.
I
Who
feel
would
like,
like to roll second?
I'll go.
hear me out here. I feel like anime like response like this is all reaction shots in an anime where each person is like so like Hunter for sure is first because he's like ah. So it's got to be everyone else before Keone and Chimera.
Yeah.
Oh,
Because
okay.
They have to be
Sure.
last, and it's like
That's true.
And it's
And
their,
in
like,
Anwar's reaction
brains
shot, it's a
melting.
really telephoto shot where you just see him like, oh!
So who would like to roll next?
Audra's more like the sure.
Okay. It's more about the players rolling than the characters, but whatever.
Perfect.
Because I'm not having the NPCs roll. All right, a 10. Who would like to go next?
This is gonna be our effective level going into the fort.
Oh no.
Do you want to go first, Rain?
Sure.
Two 15s, all right.
Should I do a good old refresh just in case? Natural refresh.
That's what I was
Watch-
wondering if I need a refresh, man.
Yeah,
A
but
higher number is not necessarily better than a
I
lower number.
know,
Yeah.
but
I'm glad you say that now.
We just
watch
need
the
the
nat
right
20 is the
numbers.
worst.
shut up. It'll be the one time we get it. Is it me now? Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. I swear to God. Hey,
All right.
it's midfield. Hey.
Chimera,
Oh, no.
because you've got timey-wimey powers,
Sure.
I will allow you to re-roll any one of these 5, and I will pick the better option of the 2, whatever it is, but you can only pick one of them, as you're kind of like holding it in, and there's so many possibilities, and you're able to nudge something over ever so slightly, but not much.
I mean, I feel like Onwars needs to be re-rolled, but that's just because I associate low numbers with bad things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's
You
a
can
rational
if you want, or you
thing.
don't have to do it at all. You could just go with what was rolled.
Now, I'll say there are two 15s. If we want more variety
two
on the
15s.
board, we could re-roll one of those 15s.
You're really gonna let me blow up with
Unless
3?
15 is a really good number.
I'm not gonna let you blow up with 3. I do want to
You
know
wanna know what 3
variety.
is?
I love the idea that we're all around the egg and Anwar's back there, and we just see like a like over the horizon as Anwar implodes.
He's the only one who gets... Whatever
Whoa!
15 is, it's definitely happening.
Well, and then he gets the better of the one, so it's either 15 or 3.
Let's hope
Whatever's
it's the
better.
15.
Okay. Well, now is the time that I think it'd be good to go on a bathroom break because I have no idea what this is. I need to go look it up now. I made the tables, but I'm going to tell you, the second half of this session is going to be total improv. Like, I wanted this to be
Alright,
total chaos.
Let's do it.
To be
So,
fair,
let's
that's
see
what
what
Discord's
happens.
been doing the whole sessions.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh.
All right.
Setting us to break.
Yeah, I'm going to need like Alrighty.
Okay, we're back, and stuff's about to pop off.
Yep. Absolutely, things are about to pop off. Sorry, just
We were
catching up
touching
on
an
everything.
egg.
So there I
Yeah.
was, touching an egg.
You might be
Yeah,
thinking, how did
everybody's
you get
touching.
here?
So Chimera and Keone are touching the egg. All of their like echoes are all around it too, and it heats up and it heats up and it heats up, and then like a big flash goes across everybody, and you hear this big cracking and breaking sound, and
Got
when
hatched.
everybody kind of is able to open up their eyes again and look, you see that the egg has been cracked, and you look inside, and there is a book.
God is a book?
God is a book. What a sentence.
A book.
I reach in to grab the book.
All right, you reach in, you grab the book.
Or maybe like touch the book first, like
No, take it.
Now just
See
jump
what
in.
happens.
Both feet.
pick up the ominous book that was inside the god egg. Go ahead.
The book. The book is quite thick. It looks like kind of like like a wizard's textbook almost. It looks quite thick. It looks quite old, and filled with. I'd say it's leather bound, and yeah, I would say that the cover is fairly plain, with the exception of an inscription of a name on the front.
Oh, I put it in chat.
What language is it in?
Yeah.
It is in Elvish.
Okay, I can read that.
Yep.
What's the name on it?
Let's see.
Real quick though, everybody's okay, right? It's a book. I'm picking up the book, but everybody's okay?
Yeah.
Alaris Windrider is the name.
Wind Rider. That's a rad ass fucking name.
Right? Perhaps it's a person we meant to find?
But how did it get in? Huh. I guess I'm gonna like pack the book over to some of the smart people.
I'll take that.
I mean, do we...
Very intelligent.
If you give it to Rain, she's gonna open it.
I mean, that was what I was gonna do.
Okay.
But I have zero intelligence. I'm just opening shit, man. I'm just a little guy doing my best over here.
Rain's gonna look over your shoulder and like open it with you. She's gonna read it side by side with you.
You open up the book, and immediately you guys get sucked into the book like a vortex. Just goes straight into the book.
Absolutely everyone.
Absolutely everyone there. Yep. Just everybody, just like you just get beamed in a little bit of light, just right into the book.
I love to imagine that Anwar like doesn't get zooped in, and he's just like, "Is everyone all right?" And as soon as he pops his head out,
Yeah.
Anwar was walking over and he's like, "All right, I heard there's a book." Ah!
I don't have quite the perfect picture for it, so I'll just give you this of just you're just going down a deep tunnel, just like but it's like super multicolored and everything else. All
it's
sorts
the
of
Willy Wonka
lights,
tunnel?
all sorts of lights flash into you as you zip through this, and you end up on the other side in a vast library. So we're gonna just use
Alert! Different library.
So you are it. So let's see. You're in a vast library that stretches as far as the eye can see, filled with countless shelves and towering bookcases. these books look like they span all across time and dimension. They seem like they're bound by various different things, and some look very old, some look brand spanking new, like no one's touched it before. Like every possible kind of book you could imagine seems to be filling this endless sea of bookcases.
How
What do you
how
want to do?
tall is the space? Is it huge?
Yeah, it's super huge. I'd say like the thing goes up, let's call it 50 feet.
Can I fly up and find an aerial vantage point to get a look around, or is it all like rows of bookshelves?
It's rows and rows of bookshelves. It seems like it mazes through. So there's no way to kind of get up higher. That like it goes up, like the bookshelves go all the way up to the ceiling. So there's no
Are
bird's
there-
eye view vantage point.
Are there any tables in the middle? Are there any books that are taken off of the shelves in this library? Or
Yeah,
are they
I'd say in
all,
the
like,
center
neat?
hallway area, you see like a series of tables with little lamps on them, things like that. But you don't notice any books that are taken out right now.
Okay.
I would
How-
say that at various points too, if you're just kind of looking around, there are things other than books that are on display, like magical items that are being displayed on various display cases, things like that. Like it might just be floating on top of like a pedestal or something. It's like a pedestal has got a little levitate spell or something. So you've got various things like that that are all around.
How are the aisles labeled? Like, is it like an A through B situation, or like fiction, nonfiction? How is it? How are the aisles categorized, if at all?
Yeah, I would say very much like a standard library. You've got various sections, so you could have like world affairs, biology, chemistry, like any kind of section you would want, including like all sorts of different kinds of fiction, nonfiction, all sorts of stuff. Just about anything you could find.
Is there
Can
a section
I-
for spell tomes?
Yeah, you could go looking around for the wherever the spell section is.
That's where Rain's gonna go.
Okay.
Can I pull out the magnifying glass?
Sure.
The sentient one or semi-sentient one.
hmm
What's his name?
Oh, Looky Loo.
Looky Loo.
Blue.
I retrieve Looky Loo from the bag of holding.
Okay.
Hey.
You do that, and he goes, excuse me, this is not my library."
This is your new library.
We never
Scan.
did do the reset on him.
Do a complete scan of library.
I'm sorry, what? Complete scour. I am meant to direct you to libraries that, or I'm meant to direct you to the library that I know of. This is not a library that I know. I cannot. This is far too much
Reformat?
information.
Reformat.
What?
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 I know this isn't
Uh,
your library, but do you know if there's another one of you like ones of a being like you here? If there was one, do you know where we'd find one?
There might be a main disc somewhere.
A main disc. What does that mean?
A main desk?
Oh.
Like what a librarian would be?
You're not curious at all, Lucky Lou, about this place? I mean, look how big it is. There's a lot of books here.
I'm very curious.
Because I can put you back in the void if you want to go back in the void.
My curiosity does not matter. It's not what I'm designed for.
All right, back in the void.
Well,
I go looking around for a main desk.
all
I
right.
follow.
Are you guys just looking silently, or is there?
I think
I feel
while
like
we're-
calling out to Miss Windrider might be an
Okay.
idea.
So some of you guys start calling out.
Hello.
I think while we're walking and looking around, Anwar's gonna just like pull out a book or two and like flip through it and see what it says, like just to like check the language, check the dates, anything like the handwriting, written, typed, texted, or anything like that, just to get an idea of what kind of books are here.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
And
All right. Let's see. I'm just trying to see for a second. Okay, this is here. The Elemental Grimoire, Harnessing the Forces of Nature.
Interesting. And is it dated? Does it, as an author, anyone that Anwar would recognize?
No, not at all.
We should gift that to, oh my goodness. Inger's
Oh,
protege,
and as far as the language,
Sorsha.
let's see. Number 10. Oh, of course, because it's an elemental guide. It's in all the different, like, there's various chapters that are all in the different elemental languages of Ingen and Aquan and Terran and Auran.
Ooh, definitely be taking that.
Alrighty. So, you have all of that. As some people start to call out, you hear a shh.
Where does that come from?
Give me a perception check.
Oh, man. Yeah, I'll let you run it.
You're able to
Perception's
pinpoint.
false.
It seems like it seems to be over and to the right.
Let's head that direction.
All right, you head over that way. It's a similar direction to where Rain's going, looking for the all over for the section of spells and stuff. Let's see. As you start to get closer, you feel like you may have, like, you got a good direction on it, but now you're like, oh shit, now there's a bunch of other endless sea of halls. Or sorry, a hall of shelves. So, which way now?
Did I do? Are they the shelves labeled? Is there like a Dewey Decimal system there?
There is, yeah.
Could I
currently you're near the you're in the like elements and nature section. And even just that one section seems to stretch a long ways.
Yeah, that makes sense. There's a lot of nature.
Can I try again?
Yeah, make a noise.
Sorry, I'm trying to find where you are, please. Once more.
As you kind of shout that out a little bit, it kind of like echoes through the halls. I would say that there are various marble pillars as well as a marble floor to this place as well. And this time you hear like a ranking up of gears, and then you just hear this mechanical drone sound, and then you just hear oh shit, you woke it up! And you start hearing footsteps start heading your direction.
Oh no.
I hide.
So let me go ahead and copy this if it'll work. Before too long, going around a corner, you see an elven librarian woman running straight for you guys. Let's see if there we go. She's just running like, run! This thing doesn't like it when you break the rules. Just starts bolting it, and not far behind, you just hear like a da-dum, da-dum, da-dum sound of some kind of mechanical thing. So, what do you all do? She starts running and like bolts past you guys, like you guys better run.
I guess we run. At least Rain's gonna follow her.
What does everybody else do?
Yeah, let's dip. I mean,
And if the
I'd love to
gang's
hide,
running,
but I
run
don't
with
think there's not really a good spot to hide, is there?
I mean, it's super high bookshelves.
Yeah, I mean, in some ways, there's infinite spots to hide.
Anwar's gonna pocket that book of harnessing the elements, and then he's gonna reach into his bag, and he's gonna throw out a bunch of ball bearings in the direction of where that noise is coming from, and he's gonna start chasing after
Okay.
that woman.
I'll stick with the group.
Okay. She's gonna run and run and run and run, and eventually, you guys, if you're all running with her, she's gonna be like, "Stop." Be very quiet. And if we're lucky, it will lose track of where we are. But we have to move silently now, because this is the last place it heard the noise.
Can
So just
Anwar
have-
I regret
pull
to.
out the gift of Verantis and give it a flick?
Yep. You go ahead and do that, and yep. And so now you guys can move pretty silently. Everybody can roll stealth checks, which Anwar can now do at
Additionally-
advantage.
Additionally, hell yeah, I'm going to use minor illusion to make the sound of footsteps and like shh, quiet, but from like 30 feet, like the other aisle across
Mhm.
from us.
So advantage would be a flat roll for me, Camiro, right?
Look,
You don't get
Keon's
advantage, you
gonna-
get plus 10.
Keon is going to roll a disadvantage. Okay, so that's a 12.
14
Keon
for
is
me.
going to luck that because she has her own luck.
atta girl.
She's got the lucky feet.
Everybody plus 10, don't forget.
Oh, thank God for that. She's able to. She gets to the point where she's like, oh shit, and she's got to like get up on her tentacles and start kind of using them to help her move quietly. Okay, so it looks like everybody's able to get through okay enough. So Audra, was that a 14 or 18?
It's actually a 15, my bad, because it's plus 10, I have plus 1.
Okay, so that's a 15.
15, yeah.
All right, I'm
disadvantage, I
gonna
have the armor.
roll for it. Okay. Audra, you unfortunately are being a bit too loud with your clanky armor, and on the marble stone floors, you're still making enough of a sound that you hear the cha-chung, cha-chung, cha-chung. It's picking up speed and it's heading your direction.
Sorry, guys, stealth is not my thing.
Maybe we should be ready to fight
Can
it.
I levitate, Audra?
Yeah.
I am a
I
willing
am-
creature.
Tie a
And-
string around her.
Yeah. Then I
Audra
cast
balloon.
levitate on Audra and just pull her with us.
Okay.
And I make myself
so
big
you-
Audra so I can be a parade float.
During the time when you're trying to be stealthy, now's the time to go big.
Yeah, no.
So yeah, you're able to do that and kind of string her along, and eventually you're able to get to a quieter area. And let's see what section of the library you're in. Can somebody roll a d20 for me, please?
I put my finger on my nose, but my camera's off.
I'm on it.
That a boy.
Oh, Andrew beat me to it. Dang it.
Technically,
Let's
Andrew rolled
see.
first. It's a 19.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Okay.
Richard rolled first. It's a 20. Nat 20.
No. Oh, Hunter rolled first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Interesting, because the one that Anwar rolled was the elemental studies wing, which you guys were already in. But luckily, Hunter kept you guys at a brisk pace, and you found yourself in the magical theory and history wing.
Ooh. Do I see anything written in Infernal?
Probably. There's all sorts of infinite books in it, and this whole wing stretches a long, long ways. But in any case, she's going to say, that thing is relentless. It has been. It follows the rules way too strictly, and now we're all basically like hiding in fear of it, and it's just made the whole experience of working at this library so much worse, and no one comes here anymore because he's such a stickler with the rules, and the punishment is severe.
I'm so
What's
sorry.
the punishment?
The punishment is pain or death.
Can it be killed?
We also believe that somewhere in here, it's made some kind of jail. Some people, I don't know if they get banished or something. It's very powerful, and if it gets close enough to us, we're all screwed because it's like this clockwork golem thing, and it has the power to just stop time completely, and then it catches you. So it's like the worst
That's
guard.
terrifying.
I mean, it's an effective guard. It's a good guard, but essentially, it's a terrible guard. So it's completely ruined our lives and this library.
I've
Well,
got an idea that requires one of Cammy's bombs.
I only have one.
You have one?
I only have one. I'm not gonna put it in a library.
No. We put it in a golem.
In the library.
Yeah. But
Why?
inside the column first.
Oh,
You might get little bits of golem on the bookshelves, but it'll be fine.
what? Can I just shoot it instead?
Yeah, can we kill it?
I've never seen anyone kill it, but if you are able to, I will give you like a really powerful magical item.
Who are you?
Who am I? My name is Alicia.
You're the librarian here?
Yes.
Where are we exactly? We were sucked into a book.
We're currently in a pocket dimension.
Is all of the information here? Of everything?
As far as I know, yeah, we have everything.
Who controls the golem?
It was made by somebody who donated. It was on display, and somebody turned it on, and it's been doing this ever since.
There's no way to deactivate it or anything like that?
There might be.
When it uses the time stop thing, is that like a spell? Is it channeling magic that way?
Yes, I believe so.
Rain, do you think you could, if you were close enough, counter it?
I'm gonna have her roll because player knows that's a 9th level spell. Does Rain know about time stop?
Go ahead and. I'd say yes. She's heard about like during her time in acquisitions and everything, she never came across like a spell book that had it itself, but she has heard that like some of the most powerful mages in history had the ability to stop time through like some of the like toughest spells in the, or like one of the hardest to learn spells is like legendary.
I could try, but if it's such a powerful spell, I don't know if I'd be able to.
I think I could help you. Possibly. I can boost your counter with my own power. But it's still not a guarantee. It seems like this thing is a problem. Either way. Because counterspell is a check, correct?
It is
Anything
an
above third
ability
level,
check.
yeah, or anything above the level that you cast it at.
Yeah.
So if you were to suddenly have advantage on said checks, you could likely make it much easier.
What kind of check is it?
It
I think
is a ability check using your spellcasting ability, so it is an intelligence check.
Okay.
Plus 5 at
Interesting.
advantage. And then if I'm close
Also-
enough, I can give you Flash of Genius to make it a plus 10.
Also, because it's an intelligence check, my tactical assessment applies. I get an additional d6.
Is that on all intelligence checks?
I thought it was on history or one. I thought it was like two
Oh,
different things, but maybe not.
Yeah, I guess it does specify which intelligent. I thought it was just.
Yeah, I don't think it's all intelligence.
But I can give you enhanced ability, and if I'm close enough, I can help you with Flash of Genius, because that's skill checks too.
Yeah, I mean,
And if Audra has bless, I don't know if she does, but isn't that another D4 on top?
I do not.
That's attacks and saves.
Ah, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything that can help you with a save.
Is it guidance that does checks?
Yes.
Okay.
I could try, but if I fail, then we are stuck and at its mercy.
If there's any hope at all, please.
Well, I could tap into the
I will
weave.
warn you, there are those who have tried and none have succeeded.
Do you know if it could do it more than once?
I've never known anyone to get far enough to find out.
I could tap into the weave.
Do we want a low stakes scouting mission where somebody tries to like get up close and personal to look at it, and if the thing attacks, it doesn't matter?
Then we
'Cause I
lose
can-
one of us.
No, but I can send my echo over there
Oh, true.
and relay what I see. If there's an off switch on it, if I get close enough to see an off switch and I actually roll a decent perception for once in my GD life, we can give that a go, and it wouldn't necessarily lead it to us unless it can like figure out where it was originally sent from.
But it could just kill the echo as well.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, try to at least get eyes on it before attempting to run out, and then it's like a giant freaking column thing like the rock monster was.
True. Good.
I'll try that.
All right, so you send the echo out,
Yep.
and the echo doesn't really make a sound, does it? Because it's not. No.
And
So-
actually, any saves or anything that it needs to do, it just uses mine. So
Okay. All right, so the echo goes out. You're able to kind of follow where its sounds are. It looks like it is still searching for you, so you can hear its steps, and eventually you find it, and it looks like a big hunkin' Clockwork tank kind of thing. Here we go.
Oh Jesus!
It's got Yeah, as you see, like, big freaking cannon on there that looks like it's able to shoot out some kind of beam. It looks super scary.
Oh dear.
Let's
It
go
makes
punch it.
like Anwar's like, I've achieved my final form, and then it's like,
I do my best to describe it.
okay. You do that and relay that info to everyone else, and so they have a vague idea in their head of what it is. I will say that once you get around there, you say if there's any check it has to make, you'd use yours.
Let me see the exact verbiage. Echo has an AC of 18, 1 hit point, immunity to all conditions. If it has to make a saving throw, it uses your saving bonus for its roll. Same size, occupies the same space. Mentally committed to do stuff, and it doesn't have any further elaboration on Echo Avatar.
So it doesn't say anything about skill checks,
Mm-mm.
which makes me wonder, can it not do skill checks?
It doesn't say it can't, but it doesn't say that it can.
Right.
It said it uses your stats for other stuff, though.
Just the saves.
Well, if you're able to look through its eyes, wouldn't it be your perception anyway?
Yeah, it's not so much about perception. I'm just wondering about the stealth. Like, if the scout's looking around a corner, is it gonna see it?
It
or
does
whatever?
say it's a magical translucent gray image that lasts until, like, you know. So there's
Right.
that.
So if it's an illusion kind of thing, I don't know why it would make a sound. This
that's
is
my
where I
vibe.
feel like the Echo Knight is not fully developed, and they need another pass at it. Some stuff is just too vague. It's like, what do we do about this? All right. Well, I'm just gonna have you roll stealth, to see if you can kind of like peek around it without it spotting you, or do you want to just go right up to it? What do you want to do when you spot it? Well,
I
first
do-
let's see if it spots you first. So go ahead and roll a stealth if you're trying to stealth see it.
And we're just doing my stats, no disadvantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Awesome. Immaculate work, Echo. Good job.
You kind of like turn around the corner, look at it, and you see pretty quickly it like hones right on you and immediately starts going towards that Echo. What do you do?
I run at it.
You run at it. All right. Let's see what it's gonna do.
Because I'm not going to lead it back towards me.
As you run towards it, it's probably gonna take out the gun thing on its arm and take a firing shot at you.
Rude.
That's a nat 20. Good thing he did the nat 20 on the Echo.
Can we see how
just
much
like-
damage it would do?
Do you want to see how much damage it does?
I'll
I
see
think
why
Kamira should be able to see
Just
how
like a
terribly
pain
the Echo
test.
dies.
Go ahead and roll me a perception real quick, as I can try to see how much pain it delivers. Okay. all right,
Hey, there's a
let's-
roll.
That is a roll.
That is
Let's
how
see.
rolls do.
And also, you saw that it looked like it was about ready to go, like, dung, 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 but like the first one is like you
Sure,
barely hear
sure.
that. Like, there's
That's all
another
it needed.
one. Yeah. And that is a total of 23 damage that you felt.
Oh, but there would have been 3 more hits. Okay, sure.
that was
sure.
a crit, but yeah.
Survive a couple blasts.
I can just keep sending it and keep pissing it off and see if there's a limit to the the ammo.
Does it look exactly like that, how the picture is described?
Let's see if there's anything I would add.
Because if somebody turned it on, I mean, there's got to be a way to fucking turn it off.
Well, I'm looking at a
It-
big
you-
wind-up thing on the back.
I gotta say,
Yeah.
you do see the big wind-up thing in the back. I'm gonna say yes, like that is what it looks like.
Can Anwar do a intelligence check on trying to figure out what that thing does?
As described to you, rather than seeing it yourself, I'm gonna say do it at disadvantage.
Fair. Would this be general intelligence or arcana or what would you prefer?
I'd call it Arcana.
Oh, that's an advantage. Take the lower one. 14.
Why take the lower one?
Because I rolled it at advantage on accident.
Why not take the first one? I would have just said
Did
take
you
the
say it was
first
at
one.
disadvantage?
Yeah, you said it was a
Oh, disadvantage. Right. Sorry, my bad. I thought you were like, oops, I accidentally did it. Anyway, okay, so take the lower one, 14. So you think theoretically there could be a way to grind its gears to get it to stop. You have no idea how powerful that piece of it might be, though. It could be extremely hard to do it, but it seems like theoretically it might be possible. If it's got a thing that's winding, then that could be a vulnerability.
I'll share that with the group.
But currently you have no way if that's like a, ooh, easy fix, we do that, or if it's like, oh, that thing is like freaking bolted in there really hard and stopping that is going to be difficult.
I guess the question is it spinning while it moves or is it stationary?
It's spinning. Well,
So
when the
if it-
Echo saw it, it was spinning.
So if it were to stop, for it to be blocked by, say, something unbreakable, then it wouldn't be able to move. Then the whole machine would stop.
Potentially.
I think we got a plan. All right, so I'll spider walk up a bookshelf with the arrow, make noise below. It comes to investigate. I drop on its head, drop it right in the spot, right?
I think Audra and Miss Chimera are on the ground giving you a distraction. And then Rain and I will be in the back ready to counter that time stop. We need to be within 60 feet. Is that correct?
Yes.
I think that's our play. I think that's our move.
All right, let's do it.
This is going to hurt.
Gonna hurt it.
All right. So let me just draw something out here, just so we've got something to look at. I wish I hadn't deleted that thing before, because I'm basically drawing the same thing again. Just big old hallway. Oh, you can barely see that. Let's try that again. What? Let's try this one more time. There we go. So you guys are going down a hallway. This is why I usually obsess over making things ahead of time. So I'm just going to say we're kind of at a four-way intersection of bookshelves. Let me just drop some character pieces in. This is not going to be to scale. But just so that way you guys have an idea where you are.
As we make our way over, I am going to use Enhance Ability on Rain to give her advantage on intelligence checks.
All right.
I imagine it's like a little Google Glass scouter that helps her kind of aim and manipulate the weave more. Like it has like little guiding holograph projector.
We'll be fine.
She's got it readied.
You got this.
If it even uses it.
There we go.
Muffins.
This actually isn't terrible for scale. Let me just copy this guy over real quick. And then we'll be good. Sorry, and thank you for all the patience. This was a completely improvised thing. I had no idea what was going to happen until we rolled it.
I'm curious how you determined the tables. I want to check that out after.
It's pretty simple. AI did it.
All right. Well,
How many of
then I'll
the
just imagine
roles?
the tables.
How many of the player roles are active right now? Are in play right now?
I mean, all of them have been, but right now,
Yeah, like
uh,
in this scene.
in this scene right now, like 3 are active.
All the 15s.
Some of them actually did line up really well. I can talk about it later. Anyway, so this thing's marching up. You guys are making some noise, I guess, as you're heading back. So what exactly do you guys do?
Hunter is on the wall up 50 feet.
Okay, so you're all the way up there.
Because it's what, like a 30-foot?
It's a 50-foot.
It is 50 foot?
It's a 50-foot high bookshelf is what I said.
Oh, no,
earlier,
I
yeah.
mean, I'm sorry. How tall is Dude Man?
Oh, Dude Man. We'll say he's like 15 feet.
15? Oh, okay. I'll be 25 feet.
Okay. About 10 feet over him. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that's what Hunter's doing. What's everybody else doing?
Gonna go make it angry.
Yeah. Big
Okay, what's
distractions.
So Kamira's doing that.
I'm bringing
Keon's
the
like-
echo with me.
Keon's just like, I think I'll be back up.
Absolutely.
And,
Please,
I
please
assume-
do.
I assume, barring any weird interdimensional stuff, the Death Ward still applies. It's an 8-hour spell. So.
Yeah. Cinder's gonna be like, so, Anwar, how do you want us to team up on this?
I'm gonna be in the back here helping Rain. Maybe run mid-range. Actually, if this doesn't work, can you do Flash of Genius as well?
Yeah.
Then
Without whatever the non-metagame version of saying that is.
Then
You mean
you're
like,
here with me.
Do last-minute things where suddenly we make things better? Yeah, I can think on my feet pretty well.
I had a feeling you did.
So just stay close.
Yep.
All right. Rain, do you need to be able to see something to counterspell it?
I do. So I guess we would stay back, like behind the.
Are you gonna wait for it to come around the corner then?
Yeah. Wait. Yeah.
Okay.
'Cause I have to see it casting the spell to do it.
I think we're gonna jump out and ambush it when it walks past the area.
Okay. All right. So Kamira and Echo are going out there. All right. It's gonna see you, and immediately start like humming on high alert, and gonna go zoom, and gonna get ready to start shooting you. So
Oh,
Richard, I might not have worded it well, but I am going out there as big.
as big. Okay.
Just FYI.
probably could have
Wait,
stayed behind
are-
cover, but I figured it probably knows what the echo is by now. I was like, no, I'm not going to shoot at that. That's just going to vanish. It's fine.
That depends
Fine.
on its intelligence, which is interesting. Okay. It's gonna take 2 shots at you and 1 shot at the Echo. Is Audra also going at it? Because right now I think the first people it's gonna see is just Chimera and the Echo from this vantage point.
I mean, yeah, we said we were running distraction, so.
Okay, so are you going out here? Where are you going, Audra?
Are Chimera and Echo, Sid, would you say you're in front of me running out, or am I in front?
Oh, hold on. We also talked about it walking past and getting it when it, like,
Yeah.
jumping it.
Yeah, because
Okay.
if people are jumping out into the hall, I can't do anything to stop it from fucking you.
Yeah.
Right.
If we had talked tactics, Hunter would have said, if you're gonna get out in the hallway, run across into cover.
Okay.
Yeah, like if
Is-
you wanted to run, do some pot shots, and then keep running, then it would come chase after you, and then we would be behind it and kind of like pincer it.
Got it. Okay. I thought we were just going right in on it, but yeah.
Well, we can't see it then. If you go out there, you get frozen, and then nothing
Right,
happens.
Right. Okay.
So what are you guys doing? Are people going out? Are they not?
You can either hold tight.
Running straight across the hall, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll,
So I guess technically
okay.
I would end up here.
what I could do
Is
potentially,
is Audra also doing that?
I think it would be Chimera and Echo run first. That thing runs, and I run behind it. Maybe. Does that
Check.
make tactical sense to folks?
Sure.
I mean, we're already hanging back. Like, there's a bunch of us hanging back to
Mm-hmm.
To do that.
get it at one. To do that.
Okay, so then I will run with Chimera. So there's
Yeah.
more. In front.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So the 3 of you run across, and it's gonna start charging up and getting ready to shoot at you
So
guys.
I started blasting.
So as it gets around that, so let's say you're using your turn to run across. It's using its turn to run out, and I guess you guys have some readied actions. I guess
Yeah.
that's how this is playing out, because it's about to fire off, but if it getting to this point is the triggering action for your readied actions, then you can go before it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I have
So, what do
the
each of you do?
I have the unbreakable arrow in one hand
Okay.
and the grapple gun in the other,
Okay.
and I'm trying to pull myself into right where that the key turny thing is stationed.
Okay, you can do that and zip right down onto him. Let's put this guy in the back so that way you're kind of on top of him. And let's get this guy, he's kind of facing this direction, I guess. So you hop right on top of him there. And I need you to make an attack roll to see if you can get it right in the right spot. And since you're a dex-based person, that makes sense.
Right tight. I'll just roll dex plus proficiency. Oh, do I get proficiency? Or just dex?
feel like
I think
stabbing
it's just a
with a
roll to
dagger.
hit. So you're just your standard dagger, whatever kind of deck, just like you were using a dart.
Yeah, you get
Oh.
proficiency.
Okay, tight.
Oh, 25. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking. Stuff here. I need you to roll that at disadvantage, please.
Chuck yous.
Still pretty good. Okay. So you were able to jam in there, and it starts kind of getting some of his gears, and so he's only like half moving right now.
All right. Stuttering. Tight.
Yep.
I guess that's my thing.
Okay. All right. I would say that he is classified as restrained at the moment. Let me just. I believe that's where he has 0 movement and some other stuff.
I don't remember.
Let's see. Speed becomes
Restrained.
0, can't benefit from speed. Attack rolls against it have advantage. Its attack rolls have disadvantage. And it has disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
So it is currently restrained given its kind of thing. Alright, anybody else have a triggered action, or is that just hunters?
I'll take some shots. If
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
I'm saving my reaction for the counter spell.
time
so,
stop,
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make 2 shots with the lightning launcher.
Okay. I will say, Hunter, the reason why you were at disadvantage there is because it seemed like once you were trying to attack, it did a weird kind of time manipulation thing to make you do that at disadvantage.
Hmm.
29 to hit.
That advantage will cancel out on you two. This is a perpetual thing that's got going on. Basically, everybody's doing it disadvantage.
Oh,
It's the
interesting.
standard. So that first is a 19 to hit, which will not hit. The second one is a 23 to hit, which will hit.
The 19 doesn't hit.
Nope, doesn't hit. It is a
All right.
big mechanical, super strong thing.
It's lightning. It should just work. 10
Uh,
lightning damage to it.
Speaking of lightning, let me just check what it's.
Oh no.
So
no
it's
resi- no-
restrained. So
No resistance to lightning. So, oh wait, it's restrained. So it's the disadvantage cancels out, I guess.
So it's a flat roll.
It's a flat roll, yeah.
Okay. So we can. So using the first ones, 19 and 23 hits. So 10 lightning damage to it.
10 lightning damage to it. Got it. Okay. Next up, is anybody got anything they wanted? Well, I should have had you guys say what was your thing before, but I'll give it to you. What's if anybody had a readied action? What was it?
If I was running, can I still have the ability to like pivot and shoot at it?
I'd say no, just because you're already like using your. That was your thing, was moving across
Sure.
to distract it.
Do we want to just get into initiative?
Sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much just in distraction mode too.
Okay. So let's get initiative from everybody.
Whoa! All right, Onward.
All right, Onward. Jeez.
All right.
Just as a reminder, I do have to do a hard out at 10:30 tonight.
Okay.
I should do more Discord after this one. That hopefully doesn't break apart.
Hope it
There we
goes
go.
well.
It's just, yeah, no, it's fine. It's all good stuff.
Okay. Initiative. So we have Hunter 16. There you go. Onwards 21. Kamira's 8. Audra 16. Audra and Hunter can decide. I guess since Hunter already did a thing, we'll have Audra go first.
Sure. Can live with that.
Rain is 10.
Ooh, interesting music choice. Appropriate. Interesting.
Alrighty, and so that's them, and then let me just roll for our 2 NPCs real quick.
R2
Okay.
in BC.
All right, she. Okay. Cinder is. Alrighty, you got a whole bunch of people ganging up on this thing, and it's going last. So Anwar, you're up.
Great. Seeing that it is slowed and restrained, but using time dilation to give it extra defense,
Yep.
Anwar's going to do something he knows it can't dodge. A lightning bolt. I need a dex save, which it has disadvantage of because of the arrow.
Yep. That's a fail.
Then it takes all of this.
Ooh.
34 lightning damage.
Yeah, that hurts it quite a bit. The bolt goes straight through it and jolts through the whole system, and some of the gears are kind of like trying to turn, but not all of them are. And what else?
That might be it for Anwar. Anwar's gonna call up to Hunter. Hey, you doing okay up there?
I'm great.
Hunter, you're up.
I thought Audra was going.
Oh, okay. Audra, you're up.
Yeah. Well, it's down. Boy. Okay. Let's see. Sorry, I should have
I
thought
wouldn't
about...
say it's down. It's just restrained at the moment.
Yeah. My fault. Does a hold monster apply here? Is that... Is
It's a construct.
Right, but it's
Hold monster is everything.
Yeah, it's non-humanoid, basically, is the...
It's any
Yes.
creature, yeah.
Right.
Did
Okay.
you already put? Okay, nice.
Yeah. I just wanted. Okay, it's no effect on
We can
undead, but we're good for this. That's what I'm gonna try to do. I'm gonna try to lock it down for real, because that would help us out a lot.
Okay.
So, hold monster. It needs wisdom save.
Wisdom save. Is this a charm or not?
No. Just a
Okay.
spell.
Okay. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Well, it beats it.
Okay.
So Audra attempts to do that, doesn't work. And I guess I'm going to just to do something with a bonus action. I'll start sprouting the vines on my sword that I have.
Okay. Hunter.
Yeah, I draw out. I draw my beer while kind of not lassoing, riding the bull, and I'm gonna go ahead and stab downward into it at advantage.
Okay.
Does a 20 do the trick?
Sorry, what exactly are you doing again?
Stabbing it with my beer.
Oh, yeah,
I'm trying to
definitely-
like kind of stab in also in the gear works, but not messing with the arrow.
Okay, yeah, 20 hits. You get right in a weak spot in its armor.
There's that, and then that also gets that.
Yeah, stabbing deep down in there. You're able to get that sneak attack and kind of mess up its gears a bit, dealing a total of 20 damage.
That's magic damage. I don't know if that counts for anything.
It does. It's not resistant to it, so it gets in there.
Right. Tight. As a bonus action,
Mhm.
I'm going to. I should have activated Roguish Smite first, but I'll activate Roguish Smite now, so I have it ready for next round.
Okay. Keone, is gonna hang back and throw a Chaos Bolt. So let's see how she does. Okay, she hits it. With the 2 that she rolled a 2 and a 4, which means she can pick either cold or force. She's going to go force, because that seems to be usually the one that has least resistance. So it's going to take a total of, it's plus 1d6. That's got a total of 10 force damage. So definitely kind of some of its armor caves in a little bit. Cinder is going to do a force attack thing as well with his gun thing. Let's see. I don't know why I rolled that advantage. I need to roll that again. Sorry. He's gonna try to hit it, and it's gonna kind of cling off the armor and miss, or it's not gonna do any noticeable damage at all. Rain, you're up.
Oh wow, that came up quick. I don't think it. I think it might be immune to psychic. I mean, it's a clockwork thing. So, do I try it just for the hell of it?
You have a psychic cantrip you could try?
I do actually. All right, yeah. Let's do Mind Sliver. Let's see if that even hurts it. It will need to make an intelligence saving throw, DC 17.
Okay. Is it save or suck?
It's a cantrip, yeah.
Okay. Then it's hard to tell. It doesn't seem to do anything to it. You're not sure if because it's saved or because it just can't take it anyway.
Okay.
Anything else you do with your turn?
Well, so it does get minus 1d4 if it minus 1d4 from a next save if it failed but just doesn't take the damage. So
Got it. Okay. Good to know.
Rain will do nothing else because I need to save that reaction in case it does something bad.
Okay. Chimera.
I don't want to get close to it, so I'm just gonna send the echo out and hit it a couple times.
Okay.
It's restrained, so it no longer has that disadvantage, or like it equals out, right? Right now.
It equals out. It's just flat right now.
Okay. Attack number 1.
That hits.
Tight. Attack number 2.
Does not hit.
Less tight. That's fine.
Ooh, nice.
And then, as a bonus, I want to go ahead and Hunter's Mark it.
Okay. Yeah, you stab it right along in there, and that stab that you do gets it in like a really gut-wrenching spot. It looks like it's hurt really bad on that, because it's kind of like a dirty crit. So I'm gonna say, yeah, you get it like right in the sweet spot, right in its kind of gut area, and you're able to like shift up a bit, and it seems like it's hurt pretty darn bad. But now it is going to his eyes are gonna glow up, and it looks like it's about to activate Time Stop.
I'm gonna counter spell.
Alrighty, let's see it.
You can do it, Artem.
So this is at advantage because
Believe
of
in you.
enhance ability.
Oh! Clutch.
You
crits.
see it's its eyes starting to beam up and everything. It looks like all of the energy within is glowing, and then you just hear it's like when it's when light speed doesn't work on the Millennium Falcon.
Nice.
I did it.
A critical error has occurred.
Heck
That's its turn.
yeah, dude.
Hell yeah.
It
Alright.
doesn't have legendaries. It's very much like, I could do this one thing that will fuck all of your shit up, or I'm dead.
Now the real question is, can it do it more than once? Because that's scary.
Anwar, it looks like it was pretty close to being on its last legs. Can you finish it off?
We're gonna find out. Let's do my last third level slot. Lightning strike again. Or lightning bolt again.
Oof.
Give me that deck save at disadvantage.
Okay. Oh. Interesting. I should have done that. I should have done that regular last time because he's got a thing that cancels it out.
Oh, give it a regular then.
Okay. That's he succeeds that. He's gonna take that.
Then it's only 18 lightning damage.
18. Okay. Oh man. Jolts through his system, and it looks like he's getting ready to like kind of combust or whatever. But it's so close. But he's still standing.
One of these days they'll finish a boss.
It's just like Audra, unless you have anything else, Anwar.
Nope.
Okay.
What I got?
Hold on, I just gotta update his HP. Audra, can you hit it?
That's the goal. I have my my what do you call it? My
Your vines.
yeah, no, I was gonna say my channel divinities. So pretty sure. But
Okay, you gotta make sure you hit this thing.
yeah, we're gonna take 2 strikes using War Priest. Yeah, I'm gonna make.
I don't
sure
think you'll need to as long as you hit on the first one.
Well, I mean that's why we're. Yeah, give me those.
There you go. Yeah. How do you want to do this with your viney sword?
I want to roll the damage for fun first. 4 for 4.
Okay.
It's 3d8 because I put my I always want to say plasma radiant damage into it at first.
Okay.
And then the ensnaring strike gives me a 2d6 because it's a level. It's considered a level 2. And I also get 2d4s added on top of that because I'm big.
Okay.
For 25 total, as this thing gets rocked with swords and vines and I guess they're like holy plants. This is actually maybe the most becoming attack I've ever had because it's like
Nice.
holy plant life.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say, yeah, this is like a really awesome like glory shot of like oh man, my camera's off, so my gestures don't matter. Kind of like rears back the sword for the strike, and like in like a shampoo commercial, the vines like whip back with the sword. You know what I'm talking about? Before they like come forward and actually like slices forward is when they like almost lash forward with it like a whip, and when it cracks against it, you just see that like that like sparkle of radiant damage. So it's like sword strike to whip, slice to lightning strike, all in like one move. Just this like thunder crack of radiant damage.
Hunter, what do you do as a reaction while this is happening while you're on top of it?
I feel it kind of lurch under me. Oh shit! And I detach the grapple gun and kind of leap off into this bookshelf area, and like the spider grippies, it's like it keeps grabbing onto books, but then the books get deshelved. So I'm like surfing this vertical wave of books that are being violently like ripped off the shelves as I like less than lethally quickly with less than lethal speed like kind of glide down at the ground.
All right. Very nice. And with that, we're out of combat.
All right, that worked.
The
I'm gonna
librarian's
retrieve
gonna
Retrieve the arrow.
Alicia, yeah, she's gonna come up and just say, "Oh my god, I can't believe you actually defeated it."
We do wild shit like that all the time.
Wow. It's quite incredible. Well, I said I would get you something, and oh, I'm a woman of my word. She's going to head over back towards the elemental area. Anything you guys do while she heads back over there?
Could I inspect this big clockwork thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Any just interesting things about it, like a big core or anything that Anwar, being
Maybe
an
like
artificer?
a soul forge.
Oh, yeah. There's I would say that this is a different kind of technology than Soulforge stuff. It seems to have its own kind of clockwork thing. It seems to have some kind of 11 investigation.
How much I can
You
do about
see, you do see some parts that you could take out and be like, I might be able to use this for something at some point.
Can Rain help out with that? Like, help him?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Nice.
I could roll the d6 and see how high that is. You want to take all of these pieces? They could be useful.
Anwar's like got a piece of like the forearm armor. It's like, yeah, this could be like a sunshade or the cannon, right? Yeah, that makes more sense.
The gun.
Yeah, I'd say that like the cannon itself. I'm trying to
Or
see
whatever. That was just like a joke.
Richard's just
yeah.
like, no, I can't give them this.
Not with that attitude.
You're able to open up the cannon to see that inside there is a scepter that powers it.
Oh.
And like the rest of it, first of all, totally mangled up and destroyed. Not much you can do there.
Right.
But you look at the cannon that's on its shoulder, and you open that up. This thing seemed to be the arm thing seemed to be something that like blasted out force damage, and that part got mangled up and destroyed. But especially in like the lightning bolt thing, like went right through it and into it. So the whole main section is totally destroyed. But this shoulder part remained, and like you open up the shoulder part, and in there is a magical scepter.
Ooh.
And it looks like it is a powerful scepter that allows the wielder to manipulate time in a small area, granting limited control over the flow of time for tactical advantage.
Rain, you want to give me a hand with this? And Anwar is going to very, very delicately remove the scepter from the chasis.
Yeah, she's definitely gonna help with that. Also, when she gets a chance, she'll definitely identify it.
Yeah, you get the sense that maybe with enough sheer power, you could maybe get it to do stop time at some point, but that seems like extremely risky, like doing level 9 spells is risky for you.
I like stop time forever.
Yeah, you gotta be really careful with that. Maybe lower level magic is what you're more capable of with the scepter. So you gotta be careful with it, but this is probably gonna take some examination to get a more specific reading on what exactly it can do.
Rain, I'm gonna need some help with this at some point. Just label this time scepter.
And then, let's see. And then she is going to come back and say, I can't thank you enough. You've saved this entire place. I don't even know who you are, where you came from. but I just can't thank you enough. So please take this as a gesture of my thanks. And she is going to give you a ring of elemental fusion, and she will say that this is going to be able to grant the wearer to combine 2 elemental spells of 3rd level or lower to create a unique and more powerful spell effect.
Ooh.
Like Fable.
Yeah.
Full circle, baby. Full circle. All right.
The wearer of the ring can combine 2 elemental spells of 3rd level or lower. I'll copy and paste this at some point. That they have prepared or known to create a unique and more powerful spell effect. The 2 chosen spells must have the same casting time, so bonus action, action, or reaction, and must be of different elements, whether they be fire, water, earth, or air. The resulting fusion spell is cast at the lowest spell level of the 2 combined spells. Let's see.
So theoretically, I could combine Lightning Bolt with Agonazar's Scorcher to make this fiery lightning bolt, hell bolt of plasma beam.
The name.
Yeah.
Plasma beam.
Yep, that's a thing you could do.
Was that regret that I just
Ozone grenade!
And when you accept this ring and take it into your hand, all of you get sucked inside the ring, and then you end up back right where you were, right outside where the god egg was. Who was the one who accepted the ring from her?
I was really worried you were about to inception us there for a second.
No.
I guess I would.
Probably Anwar.
Okay. When you accept it and all of you get sucked into the ring, all of you appear right back where you were, right where the cracked god egg is, now completely empty, and Anwar, the ring is on your finger. And with that, we'll end it tonight, because it's 10:28 and we got a hard out at 10:30.
Hey.
Well, that was an episode.
Yeah.
Well done.
We fought
like it, then you
things,
should've put
we
it
made
right.
things, we bought things, we got things. Discord went absolutely insane.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a totally improvised half a session.
Well, all right.
Good to be back.
We'll put on a little end screen here, and we're not playing next week, right? Is that the one we're off, or is it the 19th?
I think we're yeah. I can't
Oh,
do it.
today's
I
the
think
12th, my
everyone.
bad.
I think everyone said that they were gonna be off that day. It's
Alright.
Juneteenth. People
Right.
are doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Stuff,
Okie dokie.
yeah.
So we'll be back in 2 weeks. Later, everybody.
Woo.
Bye.
Bye.